Good.
Yes.
Okay, Francesco, Claudia speaks Spanish. Okay, so you can speak to her in Spanish, and you can, if there is any translation that you people need to do, you can tell me in English.
Yes.
Jordani, of course, is in Brazil, so she'll talk to us in Portuguese. Everyone's going to talk in their languages. No one is going to talk in English now, except Erin.
It is the tower. Marvelous tower.
Good morning, good afternoon,
But what I have to do is, of course, Lisa is there, but she's trying to get in. But what people need to tell me is, what was it like? What sessions did you watch? Something about that. Let's start with that. That's important. So who's going to start? Erin, you came in first.
Hi, I'm Erin Moynihan, and I participated a few times in the conference, and it was such a pleasure and an honor to do so. I watched several of the videos. I watched the first one about how mediators walk through their life and change as they grow, and that was really an excellent one to watch. I will use all of these videos at some point, I believe, and so I'm going to be sitting down and watching all of them as I can. And it's just been, I can't say what a pleasure it's been to have these conversations that are so needed in our field, and to meet my colleagues and to make new friends and to be a part of something that I think is going to grow into being amazing. So thank you.
Thank you. So Jordani, you want to say hi to everyone? Gigi is also. I said, why do I say Gigi? I said, should I say just Gigi or just say Gigi? I don't know why that Gigi comes out.
Either or works.
What is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be Gigi only.
It's Gigi, but some people say Gigi. Some people say X. So
why does it come from? Where does this Gigi come from? It just came automatically. I didn't even have to think about it. How have we picked up this pronunciation? From where have we picked it up? Gigi, it just comes out. I don't know. Yes, Jordani was telling us about herself. Just Jordani, and a little bit about introduction to the conference. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure to know so many people here around the world. I couldn't watch all the presentations, but I watched some. And one that I liked very much was from Brazil, Doralice, Judge Doralice from
Dorothea, she's here. You can tell her. Dorothea, she was just saying she loved your presentation.
Hello. Good morning from Brazil.
I was talking about you. I was talking about
you. Really?
Really. I'm from Santa Catarina, and I watched your speech, and I like it very much because many of your souls are mine too. So
fantastic.
We think that here in Brazil we are being hero to defend so much mediation and trying to show people how useful and how important is mediation for not just conflict, but for the society, for people. And I believe we are in the right way. So thank you, Vikram, to allow me to be here in this great world of mediation. And I do want you one day be here in Brazil or...
Jordani, how are you saying that? Tell me something. Where am I right now? I am inside your room, whichever room you are in. Am I in your room or not right now? Where are you seeing me? In your room. So I'm in Brazil right now. That's it.
Of course.
Yes. And you are here in India right now because I can see you in India. So this is the best way to travel. Everyone is traveling today everywhere in the world.
Sure. But I wanted to say in a conference from Brazil. So I hope I'll be able to invite you to participate with us here in Brazil one day.
Yes, and absolutely.
Thanks very much. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be here with all of you. Thank you.
The idea right now is everyone just giving a little introduction. So Claudia, it's based on who came in first. So Claudia, a little bit about the conference, about what you experienced.
Hola, ¿sí me escuchan? Bueno, yo soy Claudia Elena Serge Jiménez desde Colombia. Un saludo súper especial para todos. Tuve la oportunidad de poder participar en este extraordinario evento. Muchas gracias, Vikram. Un evento que realmente hace apología a lo que debe ser el camino de la solución de los conflictos a través de la mediación. Yo no solamente creo en la mediación, sino que estoy convencida que es el camino para que abogados y no abogados podamos intervenir como esos terceros que asistimos a esas negociaciones de las partes en conflicto. Particularmente, yo tuve la oportunidad de compartir con todos ustedes la importancia de la mediación en el ámbito escolar, ¿sí? Y creo que hay que seguirle apostando a esos núcleos desde lo pequeño, la familia, la escuela y ya socialmente, para poder permear las mentes y los corazones frente a la necesidad de lo que es la mediación como esa forma de solucionar los conflictos. Así que bueno, desde acá, desde Barranquilla, desde Colombia, les mando pues un abrazo súper fraternal, muy agradecida por toda esa dinámica tan importante que a nivel mundial has hecho con este evento de todos estos días, ¿no? De verdad que muchas gracias.
The only thing I understood was this, and that's all that matters. Everything is, I'm sure, good. So it's okay. Of course, Francesco can tell us a little bit about what she said. Francesco, please tell us what Claudia said. Brief.
Pues, hello, everybody. I'm very happy to meet you in this moment. I agree with Claudia.
What did she say? Yeah, what did she say? Just a little bit about what she said. What did Claudia say? What did she say?
Claudia.
Yeah, what did she say? Francesco, you understood and you can translate for us.
Mejor en español.
Yeah, what did she say? Claudia said in Spanish. What did she say?
Francesco, que digas lo que yo dije en español, que lo digas en inglés, para que las demás personas...
Es que I have a problem with to understand Vikram. It's very difficult.
My language, no one will understand. It's another language.
The Indian English is a very good English. It's a very grammatical English, but for Spanish, it's very difficult to understand. Because
I
you
have
are
to
very
speak slowly. I have to speak slowly. Francesco, how are you? Please tell us what Claudia said. I know I have a problem. My problem is I think too fast, and I think fast and I speak fast. I'm going to slow down my thinking. And as I grow older, I'm sure that thinking will also slow down.
Yes.
Very slowly.
Very slowly.
Like a turtle, please. Very slowly.
Claudia,
Very slowly, please.
Very slowly. Yes.
But it's my problem. It's not Vikram problem. It's my problem.
It's my problem. I speak too fast. I have to slow down. First time, yeah. Yes, Francesco. What did Claudia say?
Claudia, yes, I understand you now.
Okay.
Claudia he said that he's happy to watch her or to be here. I think he said that it is a life philosophy. He said that he's a believer of mediation, but I think that all here are believers of mediation. When you begin with the mediation, it's a new form to see the world. Your life is when you are in mediation, your life is changing. It's not the same that Claudia said, but I more or less.
Creo y estoy convencida en que la mediación es el camino para que abogados y no abogados.
Sí.
I'll tell you what everyone should do.
He said that is the way to lawyers and non-lawyers, all professionals, all people work in the peaceful. It's a way of peaceful. ¿Algo más, Claudia? ¿Quieres que intente traducir?
Sí, que bueno, que yo intervine con mediación escolar, con la importancia de la mediación escolar en este evento, pero que creo que es importante que se haga estos ejercicios de mediación desde la familia, desde lo menos complejo a lo más complejo.
Sí,
What I'm thinking, Francisco, one thing what I'm thinking is that if everyone opens their Google Translate in their computer and they share this, if they share the screen, I think Claudia can also do that. Claudia?
Yes.
So if you open that link, if you open that link and just press this, you can then speak in English or Spanish or whatever language you want to, and we'll get the translation. So at least we'll understand when you're talking. It might take a little time in translating, but that's okay. Just like that.
Sí.
Sí. Sí.
Sí.
Much better.
Te puedo hablar entonces y ahí vas traduciendo, ¿sí?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ok.
You have to share your screen. You have to share your screen. You have to open Google Translate in your computer and share screen and open this and then speak into this. I sent you the link in the chat. I sent the link in the chat.
Sí,
open that link and you can then share the screen and then we can see when you talk and we'll understand what you said. Simple.
Sí, si puedes.
Sí, aquí estoy tratando, ya estoy en el link.
In the chat.
Dame un segundo, ya estoy acá. Lo que pasa es que como estoy desde el...
Okay.
Aquí estoy en español para traducir en inglés, ¿ok?
Yes.
Permitir. ¿Sí pueden ver o no? ¿Se puede ver?
Ellos lo van a ver en sus pantallas porque si han abierto el... Depende cómo lo hagas.
No sé si realmente se está viendo. ¿Sabes? Que no sé si realmente se está viendo.
No, nosotros no lo vemos.
Gigi, where are you? I can't see you.
No, es que como estoy desde el teléfono, me es más complejo, ¿sabes?
She said that it's in telephone and it's
okay,
complicated for
no problem. We'll get her in later. So let's just say hi to. Yeah,
sorry.
Let's say hi to who came in next. After that, Dorothea came in. Dorothea is not here right now. She had only short time, is it? She was a little busy. Okay. Gigi also has to go. She wants to say hi to us. Please do that. Yes, Lisa. Lisa came in early. Lisa, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Thomas, and I'm from South Africa. I speak we have 11 languages here, but I can speak 2.5.
Is Spanish one of them or not?
I can sing in Spanish. I can't speak.
Okay, just sing for everyone. Okay, it's okay. We'll just sing for everyone. We'll be happy. No problem. We don't want to learn.
I have my favorite Spanish artist, so I like the vibe. But yeah, it was my first conference. I'm just telling Erin, it was nice to wish Ken Clark happy birthday in my pajamas at the opening session. That was a highlight for me. And of course, preparing for and presenting 5 sessions, I definitely put myself in the deep end of the swimming pool. But it's as I said in my post today, I am much better for it, and I'm very pleased to be part of the mediation community in general. And of course, most of you here I'm seeing for the first time, and the mediation tribe is a very unique tribe, and I can pretty much figure out the kind of people that you are, and that means you guys are all good, empathetic, kind people. This is good. This is what we do, and this is the mindset that we have. So yeah, the only person I know here is Erin, which was made a new friend on this conference, and of course Elise Sally, who's not here yet. But yeah, I'm very pleased to meet all of you and to have been a part of the conference.
But
Thanks,
actually,
Vikram.
yeah, I should have. Thank you very much for being part of it. I should have asked you to share your screen and speak in English, and so it could have been translated into Spanish at least. Although we have Portuguese also. But Gigi wanted to leave. Gigi, what time you have to leave?
11.
Okay, what time is it right now?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, you have enough time. Dorothea she had to leave. She's a busy woman. She wanted to leave early. Dorothea, are you in a hurry?
Sorry?
Are you in a hurry to leave? Can you just say hi to everyone, please?
A little bit, but I can say hi. Of
Yeah.
course I can. I'm very happy to be here one more time and to see all these wonderful people here. It's amazing. And once again, I would like to thank you, Vikram, for all your generosity in receiving us here, in organizing all this conference, and of course, for being a mediation enthusiast, as you are. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you all. I'm from Brazil. I live in Salvador, Bahia, but today I am in Goiânia to celebrate my friend Wanda Ramos, who is a judge here in Goiás, in Goiânia, and also a very a mediation enthusiast too. And today she is going to another step of her career. She is going to be a judge for the trial court.
Mm-hmm.
And we are here today to celebrate this great event. And I am very happy to see a lot of women. I have to say that because we women are now conquering our spaces and fulfilling the spaces, the gaps that we had. And I'm very, very pleased to see all these wonderful women here. Thank you very much for being so wonderful.
No, it was great. First of all, it was a pleasure speaking to you. And look, for me, in that women and mediation session, also I said, there is we have a god in India, half man, half woman. Idea being that the man also has to tap into that woman energy inside them and the woman part of it. So in mediation, I think that woman part is an important part. In general, also, I'm sure. So we must tap into that.
Yes.
But I think I need a vote. Okay, put your hands up, vote. This time I did not put countries. I did not ask people to put their countries. I did not put the flags. I just wanted everyone to be part of the World Mediation Circle. Is that good or bad? Tell me, should we have countries or we should not have countries? What are we saying? Say, okay, yes, countries should be there. Please put up your hand. What do you say? Countries should be there. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it should be there. So please put your countries in front of your name. Please put your countries in front of the name, so at least it'll move up. Look, I didn't put it up, but you people, please put it up. Please. So at least we'll know. I know everyone where everyone is from, but I'm just thinking if you people can put it up. And we have our official Spanish translator, Liliana is here. Liliana, please help. You know that we have majority Spanish speaking people. Anna speaks Spanish, Claudia, Liliana. Then we have Francisco. Of course,
I do. I speak Spanish.
Perfect. So
I speak Spanish too. Although here in Brazil we speak Portuguese, but I can speak Spanish.
Imagine.
I love Spanish.
Just, okay.
Hello to everyone. I'm always a bit reluctant to join because Vikram uses me as translator and I am not an interpreter. So I apologize. This is all on him. I have nothing to do with it.
Liliana, I tried. I asked Francisco to be the translator and he said, Vikram, I can't understand you. Just forget about it. So,
yeah, that will be tough. If I don't understand you, how can I translate? Hola, es muy bueno que estemos varios que hablamos en español presentes, así que bueno, un gusto saludarlos y conocerlos a todos a través de la pantalla al menos.
Okay, so now we have to get someone in Portuguese in. We have to get Yvonne in. Yvonne, please. Today we are going to speak only in different languages. We are not going to speak in English at all. So Yvonne, how are you? But Yvonne spoke in both. She did a presentation in English and Portuguese, so that was really nice.
Yes, thank you. Again, I think that I would like to thank you, Mediator Vikram, for inviting me to be here and to know such beautiful people. Then I think that this experience for me was very, very good. I'm very proud to be here and to contribute to this conference, seeking the peace. Then the only thing that I would like to say is to thank to you and for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for participating. If you people don't participate, definitely conference doesn't happen. So you are the important people. What do? I just put it up together. That's all I do. And have, of course, and I love the conversations we have. So that's the good part. But we have to get someone in. If we have to get Turkey in. Sevil, where is Sevil? Sevil, how are you? In Turkish or in English? What's the plan?
Hello. I will speak in English. Turkish would be too radical here. I wish I could speak Spanish, but no Spanish here. Some German I have. So thank you again for this conference. Your efforts are worthless, I would say. It's really inspiring to see a lot of mediators from different countries with the enthusiasm, everybody sharing it. I can see from the way they speak, even if I don't understand Spanish, I can just feel the same enthusiasm in everybody. So I tried to watch some of the conferences other than myself as well. I watched Lisa Thompson's, for example, today, and some others as well. And the common thing I got was the trust issue generally. Everybody was coming to the issue of trust generally, building that trust in the parties. That's the main job of a mediator, I would say. And it's not just the options of silence or violence, but there is the third way to speak problems and accepting conflict as a way of life, seeing it as an opportunity. Those are the most important contributions of a mediation that brings to our lives. And so conflict always exists in our lives, and how we deal it to avoid or and then use violence. No, there is a third way, as I said. And people sometimes find mediation something boring. They think that it is just accepting the other party. It never is. It is a struggle. It means some challenge to understand the other party. You need to be active to find a solution that works for all parties. It is something really active, I would say. Mediation brought a lot to my life. Peace in myself at the beginning, I would say. So I'm happy to meet mediators from around the world.
But have you connected? All of you, have you connected with each other or not? Have you connected on LinkedIn? All details are in the schedule. Everyone's LinkedIn profile or whatever I've got.
This is a great opportunity. No, I'm not connected to most people here.
Please connect to each other.
Yeah, that will be really great. I will be checking in.
Gigi, you were in a hurry. Where have you gone? I was getting you in. Okay. Gigi's got to come in. So, but who came in? Of course, let's give. Look, Shireen is from Bangladesh. Bengali that she speaks is one of the, I tell you, in terms of the ranking, is the 6th most spoken language in the world. You know that, Shireen? Is the 6th most spoken language. So are you going to speak to one is Bangla or? Okay.
No, I speak in English. I'm more comfortable.
But you're not in a hurry right now, no? You're with us
because a little bit in a hurry. I'm waiting for some guests. It's still the second day of Eid here, so I'm waiting for some guests.
Eid Mubarak. But okay, because it's a competition happening. Alex says he has 5 minutes. how much time do you have depending on that? Do you have more than 5 minutes?
I have more than 5 minutes.
Perfect. So let's get Alec in. Alec. And the Gigi after that, please.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. I do apologize about having to go soon, but I just want to say thank you, Vikram, and all the attendees. I haven't gotten to watch every single session, but the beautiful thing is all of this is recorded. We are building knowledge together. We're building community together. That's a wonderful thing. I do want to echo the sentiments put out earlier, that, you know, the women showing up in this work are doing great work. Many of my mentors and role models, if you will, have been women in my personal life. I also do want to celebrate, cheers to Francisco and Vikram, the men in this work. You know, traditionally we are often called to, you know, be brave in this work. And that often looks like attorneys putting up shields and armor, right? But there's a different kind of bravery, as all of us here know, which is being vulnerable and leaning into that, right? And extending the olive branch. So I want to celebrate everyone here for doing that, especially Francisco and Vikram, because I know it is challenging sometimes for men in a unique kind of way. So I want to celebrate that. And the last thing I would say before I have to go is, you know, continue to see the best in other people. This is part of what we help our clients do and parties in conflict. We help them to de-escalate, kind of come back to their body and back to earth, see others as human. And if we continue to do that in and out of work, that's where the best, I think, magic of mediation and conflict resolution in general happens, right? So we see the best in others, we call it forward, we celebrate it, we nurture it, and that's where the best of us resides. So thank you, Vikram, and thank you everyone for attending. It was a wonderful experience.
Well said, Alec. What we have to do, like I said, is we have to tap into the woman part of us. But one thing that we cannot bring on the table is the motherly instinct that women can bring in. And that's a very important instinct to have in this work, as long as people understand that this is a process which needs that, and not the other side of it, which people think that it has to be. So I think that's the difference between the two. But of course, I wanted to tell you people about the World Mediation Circle and the skill development project. But let's get Gigi in before she runs away. Yes, Gigi.
Thank you, Vikram. And first of all, I'd like to thank you for organizing this. This was my first time.
One sec, Gigi. Yes, Shirin. You should okay. Gigi, you have some time. Shirin's coming. Yes, Shirin, please. Okay. Your gray hair wins.
This was my first time, and I really enjoyed it. And I want to thank, the sessions were really interesting. I wish I had time to attend more of them. But what I did attend, there was a lot to take back from that. And I enjoyed meeting everybody from all around the world, and particularly to find out that there are so many women in acting as mediators. And the fact that most of us, wherever we may be in the world, are more of us are structured on the same line. The business model or the way that we practice is structured along the same lines. So that was an eye-opener. And I look forward to the next time. I'm more into commercial mediation, but I look forward to the next time. And I look forward to staying connected to all the wonderful people I've come across with at your conference. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being part of it. It was wonderful talking to you, and definitely please participate in others. But what I wanted was somewhere in the middle. Liliana, don't you want to tell everyone in Spanish, Claudia or someone, what Alex said? Alec gave a nice speech, you know, on what the important things about the mediator and everything. Do you want to tell everyone in Spanish, Liliana? You think?
So
just
everyone is my witness that he always does that. So please, all of you will be on my defense one day. Okay, no worries. Alec, gracias. Él dijo que estamos creando comunidad. La importancia de la conferencia es que no solo crear comunidad, sino también conocimiento, que no pudo ver todas las sesiones, pero que lo importante es que quedan grabadas, así que bueno, disfrutó mucho eso. Y también lo que destacó es a Francisco y a Vikram como hombres dentro del mundo de la mediación, donde también enfrentan desafíos y puede ser muy duro también afrontar el trabajo. Y también manifestó que las mujeres en su vida han sido grandes mentoras o ha tenido mujeres muy importantes, así que bueno, destacó también el trabajo de las mujeres mediadoras. Creo que pasé la prueba, creo que escuché todo y no dejé nada afuera. Así que perdón, Alex, si no fui muy fiel a lo que hayas dicho. Sorry, Alex, if I wasn't very faithful to what you said. I think I listened. I managed to listen to everything. Thank you.
Good thing is Alec understands Spanish, but he's not like really fluent in it. So he's getting there, but he understands what you said. But what did Seville say? Liliana, what did Seville say? You want to tell anyone? Did you remember what Seville said? Because she said a lot of good things. Seville, when she was speaking, she said some very nice things. Do you think you picked that up? You want to talk about it?
I don't know if my memory will be that good. So sorry, Seville. You're really putting me on the spot here.
No problem. No problem. Relax. We'll get Seville to speak again. But where is Gigi?
Sorry. I listened, but I'm not sure if I remember right now.
Okay, please listen, because it's important that everyone understands. Karina, Andrea, Claudia, they're all people whom I mean, Anna understands both, so it's okay. But yes, Gigi. Every time I say yes, Gigi, and we go somewhere else.
It's okay. So I have to say, being a bilingual person is not easy to translate on the spot. So I think that, preparation, letting maybe somebody know before that they're going to translate, because that's a lot of pressure. As a translator I translated many years. That's not easy. So I had to say it, because I see Liliana struggling, like she's, it is a lot of pressure.
Look, let me tell you, you can put friends on the spot. There's not a problem. Sometimes you can.
Yeah. Preparation.
Thank
just
you,
like
Gigi.
in the mediation world, sure, right? We got to be prepared for things as mediators. I want to point out that the AI, the conversation on AI mediation, as mediators, that's something we should keep paying attention to, because we don't want these robots taking over our jobs. And not only that, I think that where the flaw is that they're going to lack emotion. And, as humans, that's like a human, feeling that hopefully a robot won't excel to have. And, Vikram, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I'm honored, and it's a pleasure to meet everyone on this platform. My name is Gigi Gutierrez, and I am the CEO from Peaceful Leadership Institute. I would love to have conversations with any of you regarding, there's opportunities to explore trainings that we can improve communication, relationship building, and overall cohesion. Para los que hablan en español, gracias por estar en esta plataforma. Me encantaría hablar con ustedes, a ver si podemos trabajar juntas o juntos, y fue un placer.
That's it. You said so much in English. What about Spanish? You could not have said all that in Spanish.
I gave the gist in Spanish. They know where
I'm going to learn Spanish. You can say all that in three words. It's such a nice language. You won't speak so much.
For the sake of time.
No, you can't do that. You have to tell people what you said. You said such nice things. They should know what you said.
I did.
No? Okay, you said. Okay, perfect. So now we need someone to tell us. I think Dennis, why don't you just speak in Turkish? Yes, Dennis speaks both languages. Let's hear Turkish also.
Can I leave now?
No, so yes, Dorothea. Yes, Dorothea. Thank you very much for coming in. And
I apologize, everybody, but I really need to.
Please congratulate your colleague from our side.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. We see each other in LinkedIn, okay?
Not LinkedIn. Bye-bye. You're going to see us. You see each other on the next event, which is going to come up very soon.
Of course.
Things happen like that, You.
Okay. Goodbye. Kisses.
Goodbye. Vikram, me too. I need to leave now, okay?
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
For all. Bye-bye.
So we haven't got Denise in yet. Denise is thinking of unmuting herself. She is planning to unmute herself. Denise, is it a plan to unmute yourself, or are you speaking the silent language?
You wanted me to speak in Turkish? I'm fluent in Turkish, and I do love Turkish. And I speak English and I a little bit forgot German, but I speak German too, but I prefer English.
First Turkish, Dennis, first
Something
Turkish.
In Turkish, I would say, wait a minute, what would I say?
It sounds nice. Another language sounds nice.
I will say one word and you have to translate it. I will not translate, okay? You have to find out what I say.
If it comes from the heart, I'll understand.
Very simple sentence, and it is, hepinizi seviyorum.
That's Turkish,
Okay.
It sounded English.
Hepinizi seviyorum. That's it. Now, I can go on English. So this was two words. Hepinizi seviyorum. Okay?
It must have meant, it must be meaning something nice. I'm just thinking you have not abused me for sure. That's all.
I will say the meaning after I finish my talk. Firstly, okay. I do really appreciate. Thank you very much. I think we have been talking together for a year or so, and at last I was within this wonderful series of seminars, conference, whatever you say, because even if it is a conference, as we share so much knowledge or experience, so it becomes even like a training to whomever is listening to those series. So I really thank you. And for me, it is interesting because I gave up mediation as a profession, but I know as I have a new profession, a new job, that all those 22 years of mediation skills is helping me a lot. And it was also very nice because I have spoken about intercultural mediation, and it was really very interesting to see all these different languages and how we communicate within this group now. And although I don't speak Spanish, I could understand how a lady just two before me, sorry, I cannot see all these pictures and names, I cannot remember, but from her words, as it becomes so international, I could understand how mediation is important and how it's a nice network and all these things, and appreciation to you. But it was Spanish, but if you catch some words, some words are so international, you could really hear it, and the way the faces, you can more or less understand really. So I see this work. I appreciate your work very, very much, Vikram. Thank you very much. And I see this like a great network, actually. So it is a network that mediators from all over the world come together, and it's not only knowing each other, but it becomes as after also the Singapore Convention, it becomes so important to have international allies, let's say. So such an event becomes very, very meaningful. For that, I would really thank you. That if I were to look for a partner in an X country, through such a conference, through your effort, I may have that. So this network being international, and as mediation becomes after the Singapore Convention becomes very important as for international commercial dispute resolution method. So it's everybody should appreciate it. And if I were to talk being part of IMI, let's say, I would appreciate too, because international certification becomes very important. And I hope, for example, your next series of conferences would be kind of not knowing each other, but trying to find out how we will get to a kind of international standardization, that everybody speaks more or less the same language. I mean, we speak, there is culture, yes, but maybe, if there is really a dispute, how can we just say, yes, this is the mediator I would like in this country, and so on.
So Dennis, that was the whole idea. That's why I said I'll talk about the World Mediation Circle. That is the idea. to bring in people from around the world who can actually look. Matchmaking, I've done enough matchmaking, so you're connecting with people and all that is available. Now we have to get down to working together, which is what now, look, everything progresses. So, but the only certification that I believe in is my certification, nothing else. So that's my certification. So the people who come in, you'll see the list of people. You can, of course, any one of them, but when I put them up, that's the certification. And the skill development project that I was talking about, the idea is to bring in skill development instead of, like you said, this is not just a conference. It is actually, you look at it as training. So now let's put it into that format. It's called a skill development project, and everyone has a session that they think whatever they want to talk about, again, close to their heart. And I'm going to put that up. So I'll send a message out. A message is already out there. Please send me what topic you want to talk about, what date is convenient for you. I don't have to be sitting there. You can actually do your session. And how are people going to go about it? Send the person a gift. That's what I'm saying. Let's create the gifting culture.
It becomes an international academy then, hopefully.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
So, and well, I am now more to sustainability, and the whole world is changing. So from autocracy to democracies, and from killing the world to sustainability, I think mediation is more and more important. So I could say this, and I appreciate you gave me this opportunity. So thank you very much. And look at that.
Oh, yes.
I do love wine. And this is a celebration for your conference.
That's the only place you can have your wine, because when you come here, I won't give you any wine. You'll get some lemon juice to have.
It is evening here, and we have Bayram holidays. So cheers, everybody. It was a pleasure to meet you all. And well, here you are. Cheers.
Cheers.
So enjoy it. Thank you very much.
What do I have? Empty glass. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
But I think what the aspect of the circles, I'll talk about it. But let's look, Liliana, you are all set now, because Karina is going to speak and Andrea are going to speak in Spanish. So you'll have to help them. Yes, Karina, you want to tell us a little bit about the conference?
I have to leave, Vikram. I told you, I'm so sorry.
You said 30
I'm so sorry,
minutes.
But I have to leave.
Okay, anyway, Anna's there.
It's 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I have
problem.
to leave.
Anna is also there. She can help us. Yes, Karina, you want to tell us a little bit about your experience?
Hello. Bueno,
Anna, you'll have to help Karina. Please help Karina.
Spanish. Voy a ser breve. Bueno, primero mi agradecimiento enorme por esta oportunidad de poder compartir experiencias con colegas, mediadores, mediadoras de todos los países. La construcción colaborativa, colectiva, unirse, compartir experiencias, aprender unos de otros, retroalimentarnos con todas las vivencias. Es el camino
First of all, I want to be very grateful to everybody that is here and everything that you have said and that collaboration that we have as mediators. And I really enjoy being here. And I just want to say a few words about it.
Es el camino para llevar adelante lo que queremos, lo que tanto deseamos, que es la paz, la resolución pacífica, una convivencia no violenta.
And I want to say that we are here to promote peace and not violence, and keep the peace as mediators.
Así que muchísimas gracias por esta oportunidad de compartir. He aprendido mucho de todos ustedes y bueno, espero poder encontrarnos y trabajar en conjunto. Y muchas gracias, Ana, por la traducción.
And I'm very grateful to all of you to be part of this, and this moment, it is very important to me.
Muchas gracias, Karina, por participar en conferencia. Now, Anna, you have to help Andrea also. Andrea also speaks only Spanish. Yes, Andrea.
Hola. Bueno, yo encantada y feliz de haber estado aquí, de haber conocido a tantos profesionales y de tantos lugares.
I am very grateful to be here, to be able to meet everybody from a lot of places, and I'm really grateful.
Lo bonito es el trabajo conjunto, colectivo que podemos hacer.
And the best thing of all is that we can have un trabajo colectivo entre todos. I mean,
Habrá
and the best
profesiones
thing
que
is that to have a collective work between all of us.
Habrá profesiones que se pueden trabajar en 4 paredes, en un despacho de 4 paredes, pero yo creo que lo rico y lo nutritivo de la mediación es compartir, aprender y nutrirnos de unos y otros. Y por eso, la verdad que a mí me encantó porque también nos abre la mente y,
Andrea, you'll
bueno,
have to
y
give Anna a
compartir con
chance also.
tantos.
Andrea, you'll have to give Anna a chance also. She needs to come in.
Muchísimas gracias.
And it is great to have, 4 walls and work in a, doing some mediation, but at the same time, this opens the doors to work with a lot of people around the world.
But Anna, what you can tell her is that
Y asumo el compromiso de tomar mi inglés, porque esto de poder comunicarnos libremente es una maravilla. Así que lo pongo como reto personal.
And I am having here some type of thinking about learning more English, because this would be a desire for me to really put myself to study it and to learn the language. But at the same time, it's great to be able to do it in my language.
No, you will not learn English. We have to learn Spanish.
No, Andrea, tú no tienes que hablar inglés, vamos a aprender español.
Simultáneamente, podemos hacerlo simultáneamente.
We can do it at the same time.
Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah. Muchas gracias.
Thank you
But
very much.
what I was telling Anna, you can tell her it. There is something called a reflective practice group, where mediators come together and discuss their experiences in mediation. So in a way, kind of learning from each other, but also having a space to express, because like she said, you're working in closed spaces and don't have that interaction. Is that something that you can tell her? We'll create something in Spanish, a reflective practice group for people who can speak with each other in Spanish.
Vikram dice, Andrea, que sería muy bueno tener un grupo donde todos en español pudiéramos ser un grupo reflectivo, donde todos podríamos hablar español y pudiéramos reflexionar acerca de la mediación.
Sí, perfecto.
I'm not a translator, so I might chop quite a bit of words.
No, perfect. So the idea is that at least we understand each other. I could have, like I said, I could have asked everyone to speak into Google Translate. That also could have happened. But this is nice. It's a nice interaction. Otherwise, I mean, it's not supposed to be so formal that we have to get the exact word. So Anna, you have to tell us. You got left out in translating. We didn't hear from you. What was your experience with the conference? What?
For when the conference started, I went on vacation, so I've been able to listen a little bit here and there, and I just came back yesterday, but I really enjoyed it, Vikram. It's quite an incredible job you're doing to get us all together. And what I like the most about you is, in this conference and everybody that has talked, is that mediators, we work around the world and we're making a statement to tell everybody that, hey, you can resolve your conflicts in a peaceful way. And what I like the most is that you can mediate for another country and there's no limits. I think that opens the doors to everybody, I mean, Andrea can mediate somebody that is in another country in South America or even Europe. But I think this mediator circles and this mediator conference has opened the doors to a lot of mediators, and also to promote, what I like the most about this is that to promote private mediation, that a lot of countries, especially the countries that I talk to is South America and Mexico, they don't really have support for private mediators, or they don't think that they can do the job. And I think when they join us, to all of us around the world through LinkedIn and this mediation circles, that they can get and say, you know what, I could do that in my country. I can promote private mediation and I can start charging people, not do it for free.
Yep,
and I think we empower ourselves as mediators to say, oh, I learned that from this person in this country. I'm going to do it here. And then join our forces too, because I could have somebody that needs somebody that speaks Turkish, and I can contact Denise, or I could contact Seville and say, you know what, could you help me? Because there's this country that, you know, has this company here in Utah. And so I think this is an incredible job, Vikram. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So basically what I was going to talk about in terms of the World Mediation Circle, you've said it all. Idea is that everyone works with each other. It's one, I mean, look, it doesn't matter. Mediation is one of those things you can do from anywhere with anyone. There is no concept of restrictions. Only countries put with legislation try to create those limitations, which of course I feel someday it will change. And I think Turkey is the worst in that, but it'll change maybe one day. But I feel that up till that, I mean, everyone doesn't go into that direction. Let's create that World Mediation Circle, which is why I said, no, we don't want to put countries there. Everyone is part of it. But Anna, you have to tell, whatever you said, you have to tell Andrea and Karina also. The important thing is that the mediation circles, creating them in your areas, local circles, and then everyone working together has to happen. Conferences have happened, symposia have happened, lots of nice discussions have happened. Now we have to work on the ground. So that's what the important part is. So please, whatever you said and whatever I said, please tell Andrea, Claudia, and Karina. Please, Ana.
Oh, bueno, lo que estábamos hablando, Andrea y Karina, es de que realmente estas conferencias, yo estaba diciendo que nos han abierto el mundo cuando está haciendo estos círculos de mediación para realmente promover la mediación privada en nuestros países y no nada más mediar gratis por medio de lo que es la institución del gobierno o judicial, sino realmente tener nuestro despacho y tener un grupo, ¿verdad? Tener tu propio negocio de mediador, que la gente lo entienda como algo que funciona, en vez de decir, ¿verdad? Si te vas a divorciar o si quieres un problema, en vez de decir, le voy a llamar a mi abogado, hay que decir, ay, voy a buscar un mediador y te voy a decir cuáles conozco y a ver, escoges tú y escojo yo y buscamos a un mediador. Bueno, estoy hablando un poco más, pero eso básicamente ayuda para que promovamos la mediación. Y también mencioné que si necesitamos a un mediador que esté de habla otro idioma, ¿verdad? Turco o otro idioma, tenemos muchas personas en este círculo que podemos decir, le puedo llamar a tal persona, a Sybil, ¿verdad? O Denise, o alguien que hable German, como nos acababan de decir hace rato. Entonces, podemos unirnos y enseñar a las personas que la mediación funciona, que la mediación existe, que la mediación es el futuro del mundo en vez de litigar. Litigar no funciona.
Ana, has dicho una cosa muy importante, que nos empoderemos como mediadores.
Eso
es muy
Now you have to tell us something nice he said, Francisco. What did he say? What did he say?
He says that we need to empower ourselves. He says that what I'm saying, it reminded him that we need to empower ourselves as mediators.
We empower the parts, but we must empower us.
Let me tell you, if you want to empower yourself,
good.
Yeah, what
he says that we need to empower peace, but we also have to empower us as mediators. I think it is a great.
Look, the first thing in empowerment is that don't do it for free. Don't do it in the courts. Don't do it in the court system for free. Just stop all that, because you are devaluing mediation. You are devaluing mediators. You are just going to be taken for a ride. So that part of it, if you people can do, I'll be so happy if you do that. But let's see how let's develop these mediation circles so that the private work develops, and then we stop all court related work. The courts are going to kill me for this, but okay, Alexandra. Yes, Alex.
Just
Anna,
one thing.
Anna, no, one second. Anna did not say France. You said Turkey. You said Germany. You said, what about France? Alex is in France.
Germany.
Yes.
You know.
Alex is feeling left out. She said, "I'm leaving now. I'm not going to see." Anna is not even thinking of France.
Exactly. It's not true. I know it's just because it's not visible like this, but it's not really the idea. Is word connection. So it's cool.
Just one second. Just Dennis wanted to say something, and then we'll get you in. Yes, Dennis.
I have to leave, but today I had a yoga lesson. And at the end of each yoga, we are just saying, and some of you may be similar to this word. So I would like to say goodbye with those words. And we repeat this 3 times, okay? And it is like this. Sorry about my voice. I'm not a singer, okay? But we say, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Dennis, we actually say.
Now you translate
No, we actually we don't say. We say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we have to say.
We just say Om. Yes,
yes.
it's true.
Shanti means peace. Shanti means peace. That's all. But Om is that universal sound, which then gets everyone.
We say Om and then Shanti, but I wanted to say Shanti because it is mediation. So I wish you peace, all of you. And it was my honor and my pleasure to meet you all. Thank you, Vikram, again. And hope to see you and meet you anytime, anywhere.
You forgot to translate. You forgot to tell us what you said in Turkish at the beginning of your speech.
Hepinize seviyorum means I love you all. I love you all. Okay? I love all of you.
But Denise, up till you don't work on creating mediation circles in Turkey, you are not participating in any event. Now everyone has to work on the ground. People who don't work on the ground are not invited for any event. Okay, so now we have to create. Wherever it might be a school in your area, it might be an organization, it might be a community, wherever. We have to, everyone at least start with one and just find those people who have the mediator mindset. Just ask people, who are those people in your family, in your school, in your community, who help people resolve their disputes. And Francesco doesn't understand anything because I'm speaking too fast, but I will speak slowly, Francesco. Just 1 minute.
And I have to say something before Denise goes, because she's my mentor and she's definitely the most respected mediator in Turkey. And I'm really very, very lucky to get some lessons from her, to meet her, to know her. And I have to say that before she goes.
Such nice things, Denise.
Canım, sağ ol. Teşekkür ederim Sevil.
So nice, Denise.
I must go out.
Bye, Denise. Bye, Francesco. See you.
Sağ ol Sevil'cim.
See all you.
Thank you.
So Alex, it's all yours. Only thing is you have to speak in French. Nothing else. You're the only French speaker
but I'm
here.
alone, so it's not fun. So I'm talking alone. Ok, bonjour à tous et merci à tous d'être là et d'être connectés. Voilà, c'est un vrai plaisir que on soit tous connectés par la force de la technologie pour partager tous nos savoir-faire. Okay, end of French because I feel stupid speaking alone. Like better.
You have to translate for yourself. You have to translate.
So no, I'm just I just said that hi to everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being connected by the power of technology. So maybe we should think about artificial intelligence, maybe in a clever way, not in a not clever way. I thank Vikram for having showed me some funny ways in enjoying ChatGPT for mediation. So see, never say never. I like it, and I think it's the power of this group. So thanks, Vikram. I think I'm just gonna repeat what everybody else said, which is true. Thank you for gathering us, for putting us together, to helping us through our common practice to see different paths of practicing it, either by the field, either by the way we are. It's so rich. It's so rich to share. I really agree with what Andrea said earlier, that mediation is about sharing, about practice ideas, because in fact everybody is unique and has a unique way of mediating, and it's just fascinating. So you'll never find two identical mediators, as you'll never find two identical person on our disputes. So this is why it's
but
great.
only thing, Alex, I didn't tell you, you have to speak in short breaks, because Anna has to translate in Spanish also.
She will translate. Oh my goodness, sorry, Anna. Okay, oh my god.
I didn't know. Okay,
no, you will just say a very one short sentence, very positive one short sentence. You will improvise. It will be a tango.
Anna, you can tell them in just brief if you've. Anna, Alex can repeat herself in short breaks.
Okay, Alex, why don't you just tell me a resume of what you want to say the most, and I'll translate it.
Well, I love the magic of sharing in a network, and thank you to all of you for your uniqueness in this respect.
Okay, one pause. Yeah.
Y quiero agradecer muchísimo por la magia de mediación que hemos aprendido, y quiero agradecerles a todos por ser parte de esto.
Yes, Alex.
Voilà. No, I'm not sure I have much more to say. I haven't looked, unfortunately, at all the conferences, but what I've looked always was interesting, because again, it was showing something different, either spaceships and stars, or or divorces, or everything. We can change topics in 2 seconds, so it's really crazy. So
y bueno, estoy muy agradecida porque voy a ver las mediaciones, porque las conferencias que hubo, porque se habló de varios temas. Y se habló tanto del divorcio, tanto de otros problemas de conflictos. Entonces me interesa ver y checar las otras conferencias que se dieron.
And I really hope we'll have opportunities to do stuff together, indeed, like more concrete stuff, either in promotion of mediation or in doing mediation. It would be a great thing. So I'm looking forward to this next step.
Y me encantaría esto, porque me encantaría que pudiéramos promover la mediación unos con otros y poder seguir promoviéndola para que la gente lo sepa. You know, I want to mention something right now when she's talking about Alex, because I think you hit it right there, Alex. When we can join with each other and do a video call and promote mediation in our area, and say, you know what, I'm interviewing Vikram, or I'm interviewing Alex, or I'm interviewing Civil in Turkey, in Poland, in India, and promote the international power of mediation in our local setting. Like Andrea, I can talk to her, or people that speak Spanish.
Anna, let me tell you exactly what you've been saying, what you're saying. At least it's been more than 2 years. I said exactly this. I said what I am doing. If 1,000 people do the same thing, we reach 1 million people. Everyone has their YouTube channel, has those conversations, but no one is taking it ahead. That's what
let's start it, Vikram. Let's start it.
That's what the World Mediation Circle and Mediation Circles is. Do it in your local area, but you're still part of the world one. But now you have to, Anna, you have to tell Karina, Andrea, and Claudia this.
Y bueno, les voy a decir la emoción que tengo, Andrea y Karina, es de que Vikram ha tratado de hacer todo esto, de introducir la mediación localmente y mundialmente, pero le estoy diciendo que yo estoy muy emocionada de poder introducirlo localmente, hacer entrevistas entre nosotras o nosotros con los hombres y promovernos como un comercial en nuestra localidad y decir, mira, soy Karina, vivo en tal parte, aquí está Ana Atwood y hablamos español, ella vive allá, yo vivo acá, pero le estoy ofreciendo, y hablar también del éxito que es la mediación.
And then
Entonces, hay que hacerlo, hay que reunirnos y hacer citas para lograrlo. And I'm telling them that it would be really good to start making appointments with each other, you know, in Poland and in Turkey and in the US, you know, with Aaron, and just promote somebody, you know, and promote ourselves and promote mediation as a thing that works, you know, and maybe bring some of our clients and say, you know what, we worked in mediation, this is how it went.
Yeah. Yes, Erin.
Pues
No,
sí.
Alex wants. Alex, no. I don't
Thank
want. Just
you.
keep it.
Thank you again.
Alex
I
wants
let
to-
you, Erin, speak, and thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon. Well, I mean, not hope, like see you next time.
See you,
See you next
see you.
time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, Alex. Thank you very much.
Hasta pronto.
Hasta pronto y gracias por la traducción.
De nada, Alex. You're
Alex knows
welcome.
lots of languages. Yes, Erin.
Aprovecho a saludar, aprovecho
Yes, Andrea. Andrea, saying
saludar
something.
también que me tengo que retirar y con lo que decía Ana, sí, promover auténticos círculos de conversación, ¿no? Para expandir realmente la mediación más allá de los países y conocernos y empoderarnos, bueno, y realmente hacer un auténtico privilegio haber estado aquí con todos ustedes.
Contáctame, Andrea, contáctame.
Un beso,
contáctame.
vale, perfecto. Un beso enorme a todos y un abrazo. Y mediador Vikram, la verdad que fue un placer haberlo conocido y agradecida y además, bueno, fue una organización estupenda.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Vikram, and thanks everybody. And I need to go, but I would like to say
Anna,
thank
you
you
are
to
now the
everybody.
official translator of the World Mediation Circle in Spanish. Now you cannot go anywhere. Claudia has to say something. You have to translate. Yes, Claudia.
Ana, serás la próxima traductora oficial.
Yes.
Y la de mediadora a traductora.
Yes.
Bueno, un abrazo a todos.
That's what we need.
Okay. Hugs to
Translators.
everybody.
Yes, Claudia. Claudia, anything you want to say?
Hola, hola. Bueno, Ana, muchas gracias por haber servido de traductora lamentablemente no lo fuiste de mí en su principio y su inicio. Yo soy Claudia Elena, para que me tengas en cuenta igual en el radar. Y quiero entonces que por favor, como también estoy a puertas de retirarme porque debo tomar viaje ahorita, debo viajar, para que también le comuniques a Vikram pues mi agradecimiento infinito y su felicitación.
I need to go also, but I want to say, Vikram, that thank you for all of it that everybody has said and for doing this.
Valoro muchísimo el esfuerzo que hizo de haber unido y reunido a personas de todo el mundo con diferentes lenguajes.
I really value what you have done to get everybody together from around the world to do this.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
And I applaud this initiative that you have done.
But you have to tell Claudia, initiative up till now, from here onwards, initiative in Colombia to create the mediation circles. That's what the initiative now is. Please tell her.
Y bueno, Claudia, él te quiere decir que empieces a iniciar esto en Colombia, que lo hagas y empieces a hacer lo mismo que él está haciendo, pero en Colombia. Claudia, contáctame. Tenemos que hablar en español a nuestros países y decirles que esto existe, que esta opción es mejor que el litigio.
Yes, Ana,
bueno, para las que están en hispanidad, en mis redes sociales, mi nombre es Claudia Elena con H, Serge Jiménez. Claudia Elena Serge Jiménez, qué rico que podamos unirnos y podamos fortalecer esta y otras iniciativas. Yo pienso y estoy muy convencida que aunque soy abogada, pero he impartido capacitaciones en posgrados para personas que no son abogados en mediación. Y creo que es muy generosa.
Claudia, our official translator needs short breaks, shorts. slowly.
Yes. And I am a promoter of mediation. I am an attorney, but also I promote mediation for people that are not attorneys, and I give courses and get them ready to be mediators.
And so part of the project, by skill development project, she also has to have sessions in that. How people are going to pay, we'll see. Whether people are going to send her a gift or they're going to, you have to charge something, that's we can decide. But we'll have lots of sessions happening around the world on various topics, and people should give a gift to the person who's doing it. That's how the project will happen. You can tell them also.
Y bueno, también te debemos de decir, Vikram dice que cuando des esos proyectos, cuando enseñes y puedes enseñar alrededor del mundo, que empieces a pedir un regalo monetario en vez de darlos gratis.
No siempre son gratis. No siempre son gratis.
Pero cuando sean gratis, que sea un regalo monetario, él dice.
Yeah. Okay. Only thing is that, look, it's not going to be free, but we have to decide whether we are going to ask people to send whatever they want, or are we going to tell them to send a certain amount, which is for the person who's doing that session. It's not coming to me, it's coming to you. So you tell me, I should say that they can pay what they want, or you want me to tell them so much is what you have to pay for the session? That's your decision.
Y bueno, él dice que hay que decir o cuánto va a ser o sugerirles, ¿verdad? Un donativo.
Okay, muchas gracias a todos.
Yeah, we can try with a gift. If it doesn't work, we can always then change it to a certain amount. That's not a problem.
Sí, se puede empezar con un regalo, ¿verdad? Un donativo, o si no, empieza a ponerle el costo.
Ok, así será. Un beso y un abrazo para todos.
Búscame,
Muchas
Claudia,
gracias.
estoy como Ana Atwood, porque yo estoy haciendo lo mismo. Y me encantaría contactarte.
¿Tú estás dónde, Ana?
Yo estoy en Estados Unidos, en Utah, pero viajo a Sudamérica y a México.
Let me help you. Let me help you. One sec. Claudia, wait. What you have to do is go to the schedule. In the schedule, one sec. In the schedule, this is on the schedule. This is one is the click on here. You click on the panelists. You have the list of panelists. You go to Anna. If you go to Anna, you find a Facebook connect. You just click here, you go to her Facebook. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so all of them are here. A whole list is here. Excellent.
How do you do that? How do you do that, Vikram?
You just go to the schedule, and on the sheet, there are two sides of it. In the sheet also, you have the one sec, just someone's coming in. Let me just get that person in. Asmar is here. So in the sheet, you just have to click. Put your cursor over that. So you go here. So you get Ariel's information. You can go click here and go to LinkedIn. Andrea, you just click here, you go to a LinkedIn. So it's all there. It's in the panelist part. You go to schedule also. If you go to the schedule, there also you'll find all the names there and with the links. So Lisa's here. So you can go and
you send us the schedule once.
Yeah, I've sent you. Yeah, I've sent you.
Right.
Yeah. So everyone, you just have to go over that, and everyone's details are here. Go to Bernie Mayer, connect with people, click here. It's all, I've tried to make it as simple for you people to connect with each other, but it's not about connecting. It's about doing work on the ground. And please tell Claudia and Karina, we have to work on the ground. Only then does mediation develop. But we have spoken a lot in the mediation world. I have done more than 600 videos out there. We have enough lying there. Now let's work on the ground.
Dice Vikram que tenemos que trabajar ya en las trenchas, empezar a trabajar en nuestras localidades, ¿verdad? Y echarle mucho a lo que es la mediación y empezar a darle un poco más de fuerza. Y nosotros también.
Asmar, you can put your video on. But yeah, important thing for us is that, I mean, because there is a lot of collaboration, yes, but there is going to be, we're trying to create revenue for everyone. How we can do it, I have my thoughts on that. We'll discuss it whenever we have a separate meeting. We'll have a little meeting there, so we'll discuss it then, right? So Claudia, muchas gracias por participar.
A ustedes, y que viva la mediación.
Sí, viva la mediación.
Nos vemos. Chao, chao.
Ciao.
Bye bye, Claudia. Mucho gusto.
So Anna, now you know you have an important role to play. Now
Vikram,
I'm sorry. Now you are stuck. You've done it to yourself. I can't help you.
What he say? Ana.
Que ahora yo ya estoy lista para traducir, que ya me atoré en esto. Ya estoy puesta para esto.
Oh, you are. Look, everyone is so happy with you. Bye, Claudia. Everyone is so happy.
Bye, bye, Claudia.
Everyone is so happy. Thank you, Claudia.
I also need to go.
Yeah, now all the Spanish people are gone. Now we don't need you, Anna.
I'm leaving too.
And Anna, seriously, this is really something very important because the Latin American world is so big and language is definitely a problem. But Karina, we will teach her English. She knows English. She just doesn't speak it. But we'll do that, Karina. We will have you speaking English. Anna is going to help us all to learn each other's languages. But up till then, Anna is available for us. Please tell Karina that.
Sí, Karina, ahora ya sabemos, tú entiendes muy bien el inglés, pero sabemos que te gustaría hablarlo y hablarlo en español y Ana te va a ayudar.
Tal cual. Estoy estudiando hace un tiempito pero bueno, todavía no me animo, me faltan muchos años para que sea fluido el inglés. Pero
I've been studying English, but I need to work a little bit more to be more fluent.
Look, actually, Anna, what you have to tell Karina also is that a wonderful person like her should not be left out only because of language. So that's why we have to bring them. Yeah.
Dice que una persona tan magnífica como tú no debe de sentirse aislada por el idioma. Así que aquí estamos para traducir.
Al contrario, muchísimas gracias. Es enorme lo que ha hecho Vikram, esta organización, unir, porque la base es esa, ir uniendo de a poquito, y la verdad que este evento, este congreso ha hecho eso, nos ha unido desde la distancia.
We don't need we don't need a translation for that because it's come from the heart. I can feel it. What she said, it comes from the heart. We don't even need a translation for that. I know
you
all
guys
the good things.
Got it.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gracias, Karina. You tell her that. You tell her why I did not ask you to translate. Because it came from the heart, Karina. Good. You want to tell her, Anna? That...
Dice Vikram que no quería que yo tradujera lo que dijiste porque salió del corazón, salió de tu corazón y él te entendió.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias y nos vemos pronto. Gracias.
Thank you and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. See you. Yes, only thing is that Erin got left out in the whole thing. She was, and I know I can see Pooja is somewhere there. I don't see her. She's not willing to show us her face. Pooja?
No, I'm very much there, Vikram. Just that my laptop just conked off, so I put it on charge, so I couldn't be standing. But I'm listening to every conversation. I'll just switch on the camera. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, no issue at all. After then, Erin wanted to tell us something.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just take off.
I was just going to say that Elise had a great idea of including all of our partners on our web pages and sending links to, all of your different circles and web pages and all of those things. And so I would love to showcase my partners on my website, and I'm asking if you would like that to please send me 100 words and a professional picture of either you or your business, and I will put you on my website as well. I think we all need to connect, and it's a beautiful way to help each other.
Look, I'm going to create the World Mediation Circle database, so all names will be available there, because that World Mediation Circle names keep changing. You know how I am. I have people, and then I don't have those people. And so my certification is not valid. It's not a lifetime certification. It keeps changing. So that's where the World Mediation Circle happens.
Honestly, Vikram, none of these certification courses are valid. They're all private.
My certification is not even valid for more than a day, maybe.
But you know what I loved when you said is that we undermine media. Sorry, hello everybody. I'm Pooja and I'm from India, New Delhi. I've been a mediator for over 15 years now in the Supreme Court of India, Delhi High Court. And I'm also internationally accredited, CIMI, Pepperdine, CMC, IMI. So you name it, I've done it. Whereas Vikram said, in India, it's primarily court and ex mediation. We haven't gone ahead with the private. And the shackles are such, we really undermine the scope of mediation because it is so underpaid. We are spending our emotional energies too. It's not just going there and picking up a book and going by the book. You have to change with the parties. You have to change your emotions with the kind of matter which comes up before you. And whatever be the matter, there's so much of energies which go into it. You have to focus, you have to actually, get into that mode where you need to have those things written before you, how to take them on the path, because here we're still on the facilitative mode. Whereas I really don't understand why, if we go in for evaluative or transformative or whatever you name it, what's so wrong? So long as the parties get them problem sorted by way of mediation. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, actually. So I agree with Vikram that we need to find a way whereby we increase our scope Indians are spread everywhere around the world. I mean, I know so many Indians in Canada and US who have, like, so much of property matters which are pending in courts for long. So we can do an out-of-court settlement. We need to connect on that level where, I mean, who cares once the matter is settled? Vikram, the courts will thank you. They will not shoot you.
I've alienated them in a lot of ways.
The burden of the court, so much of backlog is there, and we're going to help,
you
help
said
humanity. This is like, seriously, when people go back, they are so grateful, they're so thankful. And I'm been a practicing hardcore litigating lawyer, criminal lawyer at that. It's been 29 years of practice, and none of the clients, even if I won the matter for them, once they lost, touch, I was out of their life forever. They'd never come back or wish me a happy new year or anything. But parties are always grateful. They'll call up or they'll message or they'll keep sending letters of appreciation to the mediation centers that, thank you so much, you gave a fresh lease to our lives. So that really matters a lot.
No, but Pooja, I have to cut you here because all the important things that you said, I'll forget them. The first thing, of course, is that valuing mediators and mediators valuing themselves, that part of it, that obviously court system is an issue. But this thing that you said about Indians being everywhere, it's a great opportunity for everyone. Same thing with the Latin American world. Everyone is everywhere. So an Indian in South Africa has an issue in India, a property issue that is, we say, visas available in South Africa. You are here in India, and work together. Everyone will be happy. So this is an opportunity that I've already understood, and I'm putting that out there.
I beg to differ when you say, sorry, I'm cutting you, that you do it and you get connected. Till the time you are there, connecting people, connecting the dots all the time, it'll work. So I feel that your role as a person to go to cannot be just diminished that you do it on your own. No, you have to be there because you brought everybody together on this platform. And now it's an opportunity for all of us to grow and branch out and create some revenues for ourselves. So if we have our glass full, then only we'll be able to share. If my glass is empty, what can I share with the others?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's where the mediation circle aspect comes in. Let's work on that. I think there's lots of activity that we need to do. I think it's really important. So like I said, I mean, in terms of language, first of all, Anna connecting us into the Latin American world, everyone coming in, because there's so many wonderful people out there. And when I feel sad this time, why did I have everyone coming in? I know that language was an issue for them. They were not participating only because they didn't want to speak in English. So speak in Spanish. Where's the problem? Today, I forgot to tell everyone, Anna, we should have told everyone. Today on YouTube, you can select the language that you want the subtitles in.
True.
So you can watch it in Spanish. All the subtitles are available in Spanish. So everyone has access to this material. So, I mean, language should not be an issue for participation or even work or anything. Yes, Anna. You were saying something?
I forgot to mention when we had the panelists from South America, but I think it is, in a way, our empowerment to see. I've been doing some research on how much money every government will save by having private mediators, and it's millions of dollars or millions of money.
Billions.
And so I think when we promote mediation locally, we also need to say that so that whoever is listening that is in the government or somewhere, they will see that if people use private mediation in their country, every judicial place is going to be saving lots of money.
Yeah. But out of the today's or all these times, only nice thing I've heard was what Pooja said. It's the nicest thing, Pooja. No one ever said this, that everyone connecting with each other doesn't work. Vikram, you are there, you're doing this. It's really nice, Pooja. I really love that. No one has ever said that.
Vikram, I speak from the heart. I don't speak for just like, a drama or anything. I'm just straightforward. I'll call a spade a spade. When you're wrong, I tell you you're wrong. So today I feel till the time that you connect the dots, it'll work. Because, there's somebody. I mean, honestly speaking, I see Erin, I see Anna, I see several. Did I pronounce your name? Okay, thanks. I see Lisa, then I see.
Elise is there, somewhere there.
There goes my reading specs. Elise, I hope I pronounced that correct. We don't know each other well, but you know each and every person well. So you know which person to connect to, whether I will be a good person as a mediator for this particular matter, or Anna will be a better person. And language is not a barrier. In fact, all my Netflix series are all in Spanish. So I'm going to
very nice ones, actually. Some of them.
I've seen all Narcos and everything, and I love, and Hola, Gracias is well known to me too.
Well, Pooja, important thing that you said, because if you look at our Arbitration Conciliation Act, look at the conciliation portion, if you look at the model law and citral, it always says that you can take the assistance of a institution or a person.
Absolutely.
So I want to be that person, actually.
Absolutely. You have to be there. It won't work otherwise. Honestly speaking, it won't.
Yeah. So this is what that's what the whole idea. Let's get, I know who's there doing what, but I have, a concept in my head where we can actually work in each country using the fact of just the Indian part of it. Imagine that we are everywhere and the numbers are huge. Let's use that to the advantage of mediation.
US is like when I went to I was there on my last trip. In fact, as I told you, my family is in Toronto. It's like a mini India everywhere. Like there's so many Indians. You even get Indian sweets in US and everywhere. So I mean, the kind of population burst over there. So we can work towards it, as Erin said. Like, she can have many people coming to her. They would want somebody from Indian ethnicity, somebody who speaks Punjabi, the language which I speak, Hindi, the language which I speak. She can always connect through you that, Vikram, we need somebody who speaks this language. For South Indian, you can connect to somebody else. And that's how we can always grow and branch out and help each other.
What I've done is I've started this process right now in France, because I noticed that as a issue of language. Same way, wherever language becomes an issue for people. So if Indian has something in France, and language becomes an issue, so let's have a local French mediator. So Alex and I are working to create that. Similar in every country, wherever, because language will be the first thing that will help us, because that is where not just the fact that the person has expertise, the language is also going to be an important thing. That's where Anna comes in. Anna is going to be useful in that. Anna, language is going to be a major help.
Anna, you can double charge him as a mediator and a translator.
I charge by the hour, Vikram.
Everyone charges by the hour. I'm the only one who gives all his hours.
Yeah, way to go. That's how it should be.
So whatever.
There are no free lunches in this world.
Absolutely,
so mediators are
I'm the only one who doesn't say that. I'm going to be the one now going to say that. That's one thing I haven't been able to do. So that's why
our role is undermined because of the amount we are given. So somewhere, yes, we need to change that. We need to change the equation.
For me also, please change the equation for me also.
We changed the equation. We made you the center point.
I'm okay. I'm happy. That's okay. That's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, the go-to person.
Yeah. No. If it's something, I'm telling you, there are thoughts which I'm, of course, because these events, I've just been doing them, and I actually felt I'll take a break at some point and let's start doing this work. But there were some things that I had to put out, certain symposia. This conference has to happen every year also. But now already I have my mind on the Peacemakers Conference from 19th July. Now problem is that there's something or the other which keeps coming up. But no, we have to. August onwards, that skill development project is going live. So please send your topics, the dates that are convenient for you, and tell me that you want people to send you a gift, or you want to ask them to send something. Yes, Seville, you were saying something.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that the name of my mediation center, I had think about the name a lot, and finally it is Momentum. I wanted to share this because I started very small here. I changed my life completely about 6 years ago. I came to my hometown and I really started just alone, very small, from scratch. Because I studied law before, but I was doing another job. I was working in trade. And but I saw a momentum. I really believed in it from the beginning, and everybody was trying to be the best in the town, not even in Turkey. When I say best, I don't mean the one who earns the most or something like that. But I really, from the beginning, I started searching how is it done on the international scale. And I really tried to learn about mediation on the international level. And I haven't heard about IMI or something else from someone else. I really found out about them just online, just searching, because I wanted to read about those things. And once you start reading something, you come across to another, you come across to another. And I just saw Vikram sharing things on Facebook. And then now I meet these people. Mediation just makes you meet new people, and it is all about the people. I think the life is about the people we talk to. So I'm really happy to say it again, to be here with you.
And
Thank
also, I
you.
tell you, Seville, the people with the mediator mindset are actually wonderful people. It's been lovely just having those conversations. So that's the good part about the work, that you deal with. I mean, have good people to interact with, and at the same time, you develop some. We are going to develop something. Don't worry, we are going to do that. And Pooja is going to say something. Yes, Pooja.
And Anna had raised her hand first.
Who went first? In my
Anna.
screen, okay, my screen is showing you first. Yes, Anna.
I think it was you.
Yeah. Look in the screen. It puts it up.
So okay, I will speak. See, Vikram, with your respects, if you're actually thinking about a proper kind of a certification or kind of skills development, I don't think so that to give the option to the people who participate that you have an option of a memento or option of payment. It doesn't work like that. Even if it's a small token, take the amount, because that will make them come for the mediation. That'll make them, be more attentive for the skills development. The minute it is free, what happens is, oh, I will attend the next session. Oh, I don't need to go for this session. I have nothing to lose. Or when they have paid up, it's something which we all human beings are, we have our weaknesses. If a friend comes, I was trying to buy my way out of your program by telling you again and again, because my friends wanted me to go, but because of my emotion and my connect with mediation, and if I've committed and I've made a promise, I keep it.
That's part of the mediator mindset, Pooja.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's part of the mediator mindset.
I have committed to Vikram, so I have to. I let go of my weekend program with my friends. We had to go out for dinner, and they gave me all left, right, center abuses as they could. But then I was there because I had made a commitment. But everybody is not at that level now today. So we have to do a skills development, have a token amount. Don't make it huge that people feel that, oh, this is too much to give. But whatever you decide is okay and good. Whether thereafter somebody wants or not, you can put that money in a kitty and then distribute it or do whatever you want to. But I think you should take.
No, my idea was that to start with, like all comes from the fact that Ken Cloak is ready to come and share his wisdom with everyone.
Right.
For me to say that to attend his session, you have to pay something. So it's going to come from him. I'm going to be talking to him in a day or two about how he's looking at it, because I told him about the gifting culture. I said, let's create the gifting culture, because my feeling is that some gift, I'm not saying a certain, to start with, but there are some people I can understand. Look, I don't want to cut anyone out only because of the payment amount. So, and people who can pay more. It's all going to the person who's providing that. Okay,
it's for you to give the gift, Vikram, but for the participants, you should take the amount and accordingly. Supposing I don't want anything, and you say no, you have to take a token, and I'm sending you this token. Fair enough. But maybe I'm in need of some money. And I'm giving you time. I'm sitting up, studying, preparing myself to give. I am a trainer myself. So I just now trained like 80 students in a university, final year law students and master students. And there were 80 of them. And I was doing it pro bono. But on the first day, everybody was there. And they gifted me tokens of a shawl and like whatnot and a planter. Though I never asked for it. And the next day, the number of students who were there was 80%. 20% backed out because it was free for them.
Oh, this
So
is exactly, this is exactly what I wanted to ask you people. That's what I said. Let's discuss the skill development project. My concept, look,
you
me,
have to open an account where everybody pays you.
No, I don't know. No, it goes directly to the people. I don't want. I wanted to go directly to the person.
Again.
You can send me a gift. That's up to you. But it all goes directly to you. I don't want to collect.
Vikram, you're doing it the wrong way. I'm sorry, but if you've started this, you have to shoulder the responsibility. You cannot run away from it. You open an account, tell everybody to deposit the amount, and accordingly you distribute. If somebody has made 2 sessions, you pay them. Somebody has attended 1 session, you pay them. A person like Mr. Ken Cloak will say, no, Vikram, I'm doing it pro bono. I don't want anything. You can send him a token of appreciation. So it should be you who does it, not the students or the participants, whoever
I wanted the people who attend and the person who's giving that session to deal with them. Monetary goes there.
That doesn't work. It won't work.
If you have my plan, I'll tell you, my plan is such that there should be hundreds of these sessions happening in the world all the time. I want it to be that way. And for that, I don't want to get into any kind of thing. You send me, I send that person. It goes directly. It's the same thing. It goes directly, and it goes, like you said, some people want a certain amount. They say, okay, this is the amount that you should send minimum. Not a problem. That goes out there. So they send it. And of course, Anna and Erin have some thoughts on this. I hope they have thoughts on this. Anna, your thoughts on this aspect, on the skill development? Yeah.
Yeah. I think what you both are talking about and Pooja is talking about, it is so true. The moment that you charge is the moment that they value more what you're teaching. The moment that I have given free seminars for marriages because I do marital mediation, and the same thing happens. A lot of people sign up and only 80% show up. But if I charge, 100% shows up. Yeah. And so I kind of have done it that way. And I don't think we need to charge a ton of money, but a good amount of money that they're going to hurt if they don't go, you know? And so I know that there's a difference between certain countries of how much is a good amount. And I understand where Vikram comes in the part of gifting, you know, instead of maybe $50 in the US for somebody to pay for an hour, 2 hours of training or a mediation circles. And somebody in Argentina, you know, can only pay $2 because of the exchange. I think it is way worth it because it's our level of comfort on how much we could pay. And I think maybe on the gifting part, you could say, you know, this is going to be a gift, but it is set. Even if it's $1, $2, $3, $50, whatever you feel that is worth this mediation, because I've seen it with people that I work in South America, and sometimes I have to help them for $3 because that's all they can afford, because what I charge is what they make in 1 month. So it is I like what you're thinking, Vikram, and what you're saying, Pooja, that it has to be something that they can take out and it will hurt not to go because they already put their money down.
No, totally. I think I totally agree with you this aspect about, first of all, valuing it because you've paid something. So at least you will attend. I see the thing about of course, there haven't been too many situations, but there have been people who fixed up a session and not landed up. And I find it the worst thing that someone can do because there are people waiting. It's been announced. There's a live session which has to go out. Even that one person who's waiting for you to come and say, and you take it casually. Oh, I got stuck somewhere. No, you don't do that. So it is because there is nothing at stake. So that's perfectly all right. That's clear. That there should be something, but I said, okay, let's open it out to whatever the amount to start with. We just, okay, this is like, let's say an experimental thing. Let's see how people react to it. And if they don't, then fixing an amount is the easiest thing to do. And of course, it can be a sliding scale kind of thing based on countries. Those are easy things to do. But let's try it. Maybe people are fair and some people actually can pay and they appreciate it and they pay more. It compensates for the people who cannot pay, because I don't want anyone to be left out. My only issue is I don't want anyone to be left out because of the amount. But let me tell you, there was someone who wanted to participate in one of my events. And I said, become a patron. Okay. He says, I can't afford it. I said, perfectly all right, but you've picked up all these qualifications, you picked up all the degrees from everywhere, you paid for that. So he says, and you do not get work. He said, I don't have any work. I said, just come. Don't have to, I mean, not to come and become a patron, just come to my event and talk about this, that how you've picked up all the degrees in the world and you don't have work in relation to mediation. People need to hear that. He says, no, I can't say that. So I said, then I'm sorry, because people have to hear this from you, that this is what happens. No one wants to talk about it also. So I just feel that sometimes I just have to tell them, okay, maybe you should not attend. I've done that in a way. But Erin, yes.
I struggle with this as well, because a lot of the people that I support and help through their conflicts are low income and are not able to afford much. And I believe wholeheartedly that shouldn't stop them from getting the support that they need. So I've done all kinds of things. I've done a sliding scale. I've done bartering. I really enjoy bartering. And I've done, gifting as well. And then I've just kind of done pro bono work. I've asked them to, if they do win and they're feeling like I deserve something to, some part of it, doesn't matter for me. I'm open, but that does leave me in a place where my bills are, needing still to be paid. So I'm having to find other ways of supporting myself around, helping other people through their conflicts. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to do it for free, and I don't want people to devalue my work because, I'm just there providing a service that's automatic, in some cases, but I do want them to feel that I'm valuable, which means that I have to put myself out there with a value attached to it. And if they're not able to maybe come up to that value with a financial way, we'll find a different way to come up with that value. Maybe they can come and help me in a different mediation where, it's a specialty and I need support, or there's so many ways that we can work together as a village. And I feel like if we come together as a village and support one another, our entire community will become better for all of us. And it will solve a lot of our problems inside our communities, which will then spread throughout our, state, country, and hopefully the world. So that's my goal, is to not put any roadblocks to support through conflict, and to find easy or different outside of the box ways of filling that need.
So I'll tell you, Erin, my thoughts. Why I did this skill development project concept, because I wanted people who are involved in the world mediation circle. In some way, can I create some revenue there? So this is one part of that. The other part is that at the local level or at the global level, get companies to sponsor these circles. So another revenue source comes in. I'm not looking at government. Government comes in, doesn't come in. We can't go in through I won't go through bureaucracy in that sense if they want to, but there'll be institutions, there'll be organizations, companies. Some will be at the local level who want to promote themselves, but of course the person who's creating that circle has to be clear that the value systems of that organization and yours match. We don't want it, like I was having a discussion.
We've talked about fundraising, and I think that's great too, but also I've been thinking about maybe adopt a mediation. Maybe people can donate some funds to help the next person who needs support.
Exactly.
I don't know.
In the circle, you ask everyone to do that, and to
there's
value
lots
the
of ways that we can work around it.
So we're doing step by step. We'll try everything. We'll see what works, because at the end of the day, we don't want anyone to be left out. But at the same time, we don't want mediators not to be valued. So it has to be a balance between the two. But we'll put out all options. Where is the harm? Worst is it won't work out, and then we'll say, okay, this is change. Pooja has lots of good ideas. She will give us lots of more good ideas. Yes, Pooja.
No, I'm taking a cue from what you said, Vikram, that many people who had promised to be there for this conference, they backed out and did not even have the courtesy to inform you that you're waiting or the other panelists is waiting. Why? Because it was pro bono.
Absolutely.
We came for this conference willingly by choice. And because we are all connected with the mediation so strongly and feel, emotionally for this, so we are here. Because we enjoy sharing our opinions, our views, and taking more back home. I mean, I'm taking so much whatever we shared just now. Imagine a scenario where we start with the skills development and the participants are waiting. And if as a trainer, as a resource person, that resource person doesn't turn up and you have to call up that person, where are you? And says, oh, I'm sorry, I got held up. What will happen to the class? They'll say, Vikram, cannot do it. So you have to think a lot about it in those terms. When it comes to the financial part, as Anna said, Argentina can maybe afford only $2, US $50. So why don't you do it region-wise?
Exactly.
Initial training separately, and then 1 or 2 pro bono sessions where everybody feels happy. The person who's paying $50 will be happy that I get 2 sessions free. The person from Argentina feels happy because he is getting 2 sessions free. So those 2 can be then brought together on one day. And then there can be a lot of interaction also between them. So that way they get free also, and they have paid as per their pocket.
That's what I think. That's what will happen, I think. But initially, I'm going to still attempt that without.
Well, trust me, I can write it on any paper you want to.
Okay, I tell you what I'll do. What I'll do is I'll say, look, you send a gift. Say Ken, look, let him. I'll talk to him about this. But supposing say Ken, I say, okay, send Ken a gift, and then I see what is the kind of gift they're sending him. And then I decide, okay, this person is not valuing Ken. We can't have him on the next session. We can do that.
No, Vikram, there'll be more money involved in insurance, customs. Like supposing a gift is going from India to UK or US, then it'll be more expensive. It'll be easier to pay $20.
No, whatever they want to send. But what I'm trying to say is that if they don't value the person.
I'm giving an example. If I were to send to my own sister something, it costs me a huge amount.
I know.
Just to send it by courier. So it'll be, the gift will never.
No, today, look, I tell you, I was trying out for me. I said, Seville was so nice to say that I want to send you something. I was trying out, there's a Wise account. I opened a Wise account. But of course, there were some issues in relation to, there were some documentation things. So that hadn't happened. So maybe she said, it did not come to me because they canceled that. But important thing there was they charge less. Wise says they charge less. So we find those ways to send it. So everyone can open a Wise account in their countries. It can be sent to them there. Whatever it doesn't cut, the service provider shouldn't cut so much that the person doesn't get anything. And finally, we are making PayPal richer and the person who's giving the session is not getting anything. So we'll do that. We'll find out all those ways of sending money. But main thing is that something should reach the person who's actually doing that session. I really want that to start. Because I want your time. I want your time. So I'm finding some way that I can compensate. I can't pay you for your time, but this way, some compensation of your time comes. When Anna becomes the official translator, at least I'm saying, okay, Anna, I'm finding some ways for you to get something because I can't pay you to be the official translator for sure. So it's just like a barter. I think of it as a barter in that sense. It becomes, but Anna, you were saying something. Your hand is up.
Yeah, I think that what you guys have said, and Pooja mentioned this, and Aaron too. I mean, sometimes we negotiate, like Aaron was saying, and we charge less. I do that because I work with South America and Mexico. But I have found that there's a certain amount that people are willing to pay for training, like $20 instead of $50 or $3. Sometimes I've seen people from South America pay $20 because for them it's worth it. For them, they don't get it in their country. And so if we find a happy medium of 20, I've seen it in the Spanish, there was a Spanish symposium from Spain, that $20, people were able to pay it. And so I think if we, for people to value that it is a set amount, sometimes it's worth it. Because, and like you're saying, Vikram, that people, if a speaker is going to speak and he knows that he's going to receive some monetary reward for their time because they're not working, they're putting it here, they will show up. And so I think finding the happy medium of saying, you know, your schedule and you're going to get whoever shows up, you're going to get $20 per person. Then that person will show up because at least he's going to get $20 if one person shows.
But we haven't heard from, we haven't heard from Lisa. Lisa definitely has some thoughts on this, Lisa. You can't be the silent person there.
No, I keep my words. Keep my words when it's necessary to speak. No, I was listening. I'm very much in agreement with what Pooja said about attaching value, and even what Anna said about, you know, if you do something for free, because I do stuff for free all the time. Okay, I've got my academy that does legal, you know, lectures and teaching, and I do, you know, free webinars and things. Everyone wants everything for free. And so if you go to the trouble of setting everything up and doing the marketing and the advertising and even preparing for lessons, you know, and then no one pitches up. Many times I've had to go back and think about it. Okay, how much of stuff do I want to do for free? So I definitely found that even if I attach the minimum value, and in here in SA, the rand is doing so badly anyway, but you know, even if I attach the minimum value to a class, say 4 lessons, and I charge them a certain amount, I keep it as low as possible, but at the same time, I have to charge because I'm charging them for my time. So every lesson is, you know, certain duration, and then, you know, and once like what I think, can't remember if it was Pooja or Anna or Erin, once they've committed to that amount, then if they don't arrive, then the loss has been assumed, or they have
that's
lost
not an option.
out on
Okay,
it.
we don't even talk about that option. That option is not
Yeah.
available. Option not
Yeah.
available. You have to show
Yeah.
up.
So you know, so if they are committed to something, then you know
They're
they
committed to
will.
me. They're committed to me. No,
Yeah. So
Vikram charges $200, but only for you 20. So
Vikram doesn't charge anything. Vikram charges nothing.
music to their ears. No.
Vikram will always have people dealing directly with each other. He will never ask for anything from anyone else.
Strategy should be these
Okay.
meetings.
No, important point that's coming up, which Lisa would want to leave. One is that, of course, in
no,
terms
Lisa
of,
was finishing
no,
something.
Lisa not finishing.
Yeah,
She's in a hurry, and because our electricity will go, let me ask her, get her thoughts on this also. Everyone wants certificates. That's what I understood. I get a lot of requests that give me a certificate. Now, in this skill development project, okay, certification of participation in that particular thing can be done. But I, on the other side, I've always said that we don't need to certify these people. So that is one is for the people with that mediator mindset. I don't want to say, oh, these are certified in that sense. But how do we use that certification to pull people into it? Because I know the Latin America world loves certificates. They just want a certificate, whatever happens. I don't know, other parts also, I'm sure the same thing happens. So we have to use the certification also, not the certification, but certificate. But at the same time, I don't want to say that you are certifying anyone. So how do I balance that? Lisa, any thoughts on that?
I think the showing them the quality of what they're going to receive for that certificate. Because I find even in my local context, a lot of people just want certificates. They want something to put on their resume. And very often I have to tell them, you know, my organization is not for that. I'm here for you. You know, you need to have a quality experience, learning, all of those things. It's for you. And I'm offering you quality. So I think telling them what they are getting, and of course, who the instructors are, etc. It will take it just, it won't just be an incentive, but they will know what is actually behind the certificate. So I would say
my thoughts. I'll do my thoughts on that certificate. Pooja, I'm letting Lisa speak only because electricity is going to go and suddenly she'll be out. That's a problem. South Africa is a bit of a problem on electricity. So I'll tell you what my thoughts on this entire skill development was, that here I am asking people to identify those with the mediator mindset. So we find those people and we tell them there is a skill development project, and of course there is no tariff barrier there, so you can send a gift and participate. But when they participate, I'm not going to be sitting in all of them. Obviously, I want hundreds of them happening. So you are interacting with these people. When you are interacting in terms of, you're also gauging whether they should be part of the World Mediation Circle or not, because definitely you're very specific as to the people that you want to take with you, because that mindset is something that I feel when you put out someone, you have to be sure whom you're putting out there. So this was one way for me to also say that, okay, if Lisa is conducting something and she says, yes, this person clears the whatever as a person, not in the look, skill is something which will keep developing, but as a person. So it's more of an interaction with the person that I want you to do and gauge that. And then when you say that certificate that you're giving a certificate to the person also at the same time. So that's the kind of way I want to use certificates. Does that make sense in some way?
Yeah, because I even in, I work a lot with students, law students and graduates. And I tell them, I'm not really want to give you legal skills, because that the university can give you. I want to give you life skills. So I want to endorse you as a person, and I want to endorse you as a future lawyer. So for me, the holistic thing is also very important. You have to, I think it's more important to certify, like you say, certify the person. That would be more important than, okay, you have the skills, but you could, just be not a very nice human being. So
exactly.
I definitely, it can't just be, it can't just be skills based, because then it's just certificate. If I certify your skills and who you are as a person, then it's like a proper sort of approval.
Yeah,
stamp of approval.
I'm still saying that skill part of it, because we're asking people about those people. So in a way, user has already certified them. It is now the matter of as a person. So that interaction is important. And definitely, if I want numbers, what did I say? I mean, we're talking about what Anna said about doing those. People should have their local, they should be having these interviews or whatever sessions. The idea was that if my 1,000 reach 1,000, they're actually, I can't meet those million people for sure. So, but at least if Anna said, yes, this person clears her, whatever her gauge of the person is, I know the person is okay. So then that way we have 1 million people who in some way we all connect with each other. The whole idea is that there has to be a connection with those people in some way. It's not just bringing anyone in. So I want that interaction also as an important aspect of that whole project, so that and we're going to put it out there. I mean, it's just that mediation circle aspect of it, for people to say, why should they be part of it? They get access, only those people get access to this skill development project. It's not that it's open out to everyone. With people whom we first level is that you're part of the circle. Second stage is you have an option to attend these, and then to attend them you have to send a gift. But look, the lineup is Anna is the first on my lineup. Anna, you've got your hand raised, or was it the earlier hand? Is it still raised?
Let me say goodbye before I get switched off. So bye, ladies. I hope to connect with you on LinkedIn and have Zoom calls and take it further. I've been really happy to meet you and love hearing all the Spanish. Anna, it was just music to my ears. So thank you, and I'll chat with you all soon. Bye.
Yeah, see you. Thank you, Elisa. And Erin also wants to run off and say bye to us. Yes, Erin.
Yes, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you for having me and connecting with me on LinkedIn. I look forward to networking further with you, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
But I need someone to stay with me for at least half an hour, because I just got a message from someone saying I'm going to take half an hour, and I don't want to leave anyone out. So please, Erin is going. 3 of you, someone please stay with me. Please have a conversation with me. See you, Erin. It was lovely having you on the conference, and of course, we are doing some interesting things on the ground. Ground is where things have to happen. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Anna, your hand is up for me, number 1. But you'll have to unmute yourself. That would really help.
I also need to go, but I wanted to say something. When you guys were mentioning the now it's gone.
I should never let that happen. I should not take that long. Hand goes up, get the person in.
I'm sorry.
It's not age at all, Anna. It's not age. It's not age at all.
What was she talking about? Who left from South Africa? She said
one that about her students, that she, in terms of not the skill part of it as human beings, and that part. Yeah.
Yes. I was what you mentioned about certification, I think on that part of certification, I think it will be great for some people to receive some assistant, recognition of assistance to something, because they can still use that for their resume. Like you said, people in Mexico and South America, they want certificates. And at the same time, I really like knowledge. And I think Seville has mentioned that about certifications on getting knowledge. For example, for me, I am looking for an international training of knowledge with culture, to know how to mediate people from other cultures, and at the same time, know where are the boundaries of certain words not to use. I'm looking for that. I really would like to find some type of training that will give me not just a certificate, but the knowledge of be able to mediate around the world with respect. And that's what I'm looking for. And I don't know if you guys know of a course for international.
Yeah, I know something.
mediators.
It's called, there's something under the World Mediation Circle Skill Development Project. There's a session on that coming up.
Really? Okay, good, because I really would like, and I really would like a certification on that one, because I can put it in my LinkedIn.
The important certification that you'll get is that the fact that you're part of the circle. that's the biggest certification.
But I think it would be very good to maybe between all of us to do our own training and say, this is what it's good to say in Turkey, and this is not. This is what would be good for Spanish people in Mexico or in South America, and this is not a good, what is proper in India and what is not proper. I think it will be kind of a joint effort of assistant, that we have some type of knowledge and accredit it in a way that we've been to this training.
Yeah, absolutely. All that is going to happen once. Up till now, it was all in some way interacting through these events. Now it's going to be through these sessions, whatever. Because it's going to be not just, it's not like training in that sense. There will be workshops. So there will be workshops, there will be master classes, there will be skill building sessions which will happen. So there's lots of different ways that we'll be doing things together. So topics is what, like, you just put out a topic, say, I want something on that topic. Whenever that happens, okay, you'll be, of course, you'll get to know. We'll put that whole schedule out there. It's going to be interesting. Look, the thought is there. Just the fact that the thought of the first symposium was there. 1 week before that symposium, it was a thought. And at the end of 2 months, there were 97 speakers from 45 countries. So it's just a thought. It'll all develop. Something interesting will come up. But I needed your thoughts on how to take it forward, how you were looking at it. I mean, I'm getting an idea of what the whole thing is. So several hand is up before yours, Pooja. So we'll get several in. And you guys have to stick around, because Juan
because this battery is going to again conk off. I can just be there, but not be there. I'll have to put it on charge.
Just keep talking to me.
Just speak, then you may speak, Pooja.
No, it's still there. I have 10% still left. Please carry on.
I need to go.
Here.
Okay, Anna.
Thank
you very much.
I gotta go.
Thank you very much.
Care.
It was lovely interacting. Thanks.
It was so wonderful to hear everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day. So I was thinking, it's about getting some institutionalization. I was thinking it is very nice to be organic like this. It is just evolving in itself freely. it is very nice in a way, but then I feel like we should make it some more standardized and something like an institution.
You want to spoil, you want to finish it off. You want to finish off my own momentum. The momentum is the point. Okay, I'll tell you why. Why I'm saying so. Let's talk to Ken. Ken was the co-founder of Mediators Beyond Borders, right? He set that up. Let's find out from him what happens when an organization is created. What is
yeah,
the
in a way, I hate them. In a way, I
it's
hate
a bureaucracy.
them.
He will tell you. He's spoken about it.
Them.
He's spoken about it in one of the Mediation Vision 2026 that I did. You see, there were two conversations I had with Ken. One of them, I actually spoke about this to him about the bureaucracy thing came up. So it is an issue. It's an issue. Let's not go there at all. It's working out so well. Everyone is. I'll structure it. I'm structuring it also. But at the same time, let's keep it that way, because I'm telling you, the moment you try to institutionalize something, the concept of, first of all, in some way a bureaucracy gets created, some kinds of hierarchies get created. Let's not do that. So nice, everyone interacts as themselves, and this is what I want people to be. Mediators, with who people have the mediator mindset, don't need to be put into that. They know what to do, when to do it, with whom to do it, how to say it. I think they're okay. Let's not institutionalize
it. Will find its way. It will find its way, and I want it to be something small, organic, as I said. But in a way, it may get into some institutionalization, unavoidable, maybe.
Even isn't World Mediation Circle institutionalizing it? I have tried it. I'm doing it.
It's the way. It is a step towards it.
It's well, how it is working out is that, of course, think of it as, now let's look at it as an organization for a moment. Let's call it an organization. World Mediation Circle, the organization. Okay. In an organization, what do you need? Everyone should play a role doing something. So Seville is playing the role at her local level to create a circle. No one else is interfering in her work. She's doing her work there. So you got your work to do in your area. It is part of the larger whole. So you have the benefit, like Anna was saying, okay, in terms of intercultural concept, bringing in someone from Turkey. So you are available as a resource. So you're coming in there now. You are still part of the larger whole. That's why you are involved in it. So similarly, we'll create the advantages of working together without the disadvantages of working together. Let's try, because look, a lot of people all throughout time have tried to create that. How do you make a good kind of a collective? Let's use the word collective. A lot of people have used the word collective and tried to get people together. Issues, I have also tried to find out what happens with Bernie Mayer. I still have to have a conversation, because his evolution of a Mediator series, we are still getting there. But he also created something called the Juniper Street Collective. He has had his experience there of what it is like of a community coming together to work. So we'll take people's experiences, but I am trying to, from my own experience and everything, see how we can all work together without creating something which can stifle the growth of it.
I understand. And also, I thought maybe we can write a book collectively. I thought maybe everybody can write something and it may make up a book.
Okay, so now now that you have said it, now you're becoming responsible for it. I've already the two people who are working on books. Okay, so we have some books which are being put out there. I said that the events that we had on those topics, let's take out a book. So neutrality and mediation, let's take out a book. Let everyone give their contributions to that book. People who have been part of the symposium, not been part of the symposium, so let's put it together. So which one do you want to compile? Which book? Tell me, which topic interests you?
Yeah, I have to think about it, because there are so many. I have to choose.
We'll do all of them. We'll do all of them. Which one do you want to start with?
I will think about it. It's serious.
So that's why don't mention things with me. Okay, everything is all planned out. It's just who is going to do it is the only thing. This is where the organization thing comes in. If you were part of an organization, you were told, Seville, this is what you have to do, and Seville would have to do it. Here, at least.
Yeah, I'm ready to do things. I like taking responsibility.
But Pooja, no chance of charging it somewhere.
From other people. Otherwise, you want somebody else to do it, and we don't do it. So why not do it myself?
Yeah. So take it up. For some topic, let's take it up. Everyone will work on.
I agree with you. Organization is just going to ruin it. if you do a training for accreditation, then you definitely need to give them a certificate from some university or some accreditation agency like CIMI or any university of standing. But if you do a sensitization or a workshop, then your certificate, like
My
whatever
certi-
you've named it,
My
World
certification will always stay. My World Mediation Circle is a certification. Look, and that certification of World Mediation Circle.
certification of participation, not of accreditation. It's just going to be a workshop on sensitization. And in case people want certification, then get in touch with the local universities, and then you can tie up with them on behalf of your world organization. There's so many universities in Argentina, Turkey, you name it. Any small university will give us give you that certification. Then that has to be a proper, as per their curriculum, how many hours training they want, and then the test has to go to them, and then they certify. It's like CIMI does that.
My
And
concept.
test which you have to pass for CIMI accreditation.
Pooja, my concept was that I am creating, but I
It's not that
feel,
easy.
for me, it is a matter of what I feel are the stages required to be, in a way, let's call it certification. Let's call it. So to be certified, what is the concept that when you become certified, you are part of a certain, you're part of a certain platform. Let's call it a platform. Say CIMI. CIMI is a platform where stages. So everyone has their stages that they have decided how they want to take it. My stages are, one, we are asking people to identify those people who they know as people who are helping people resolve disputes. So my stage one is that. So that's a stage that you have to clear. So that person has been identified. Next stage is the person either participates in events or in the skill development project where the person who's taking up that particular session is gauging that person. So stage two, as a person, like what we were discussing, it's about the person more than anything else, because the first stage of skill has already been certified. Skill is certified, the user is certifying, no one better than that. Second stage is that of the person interacting, because when you're a group interacting together and whatever comes out of that as a person, but that's important, that you can actually work with a team. So let that come. Third stage is definitely when you are, I'm there, the final, I have to connect with the person. Chances are that if you connected with the person, I'll also connect with the person. But in a way, that becomes another stage where it's a cohesiveness of a group. That, okay, this person is some way is the person who connects everyone. So if this person connects with this person, will connect with everyone. So it'll work both ways. I'll also bring in people who I feel are people who are those wonderful people. I'm sure all of you will connect with that person. Like Seville, can you not connect with Seville? Everyone can connect with Seville. It's as simple as that. So that's my example in front of you.
Yeah. So next time I travel to Turkey, I'll have something else besides shopping to look up to.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Seville is such a wonderful person. You'll be happy just interacting with her. Don't go to Turkey also.
And likewise, same goes for you if you come to India. So you have somewhere to go to.
No, but you'll be really, I'm telling you, you'll be just happy talking to her. So it's just that warmth, the energy, whatever words you want to use, that she gives out, that by itself is what tells you about the person. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm bringing a person in that I've looked at that, yes, I go wrong sometimes. I've gone wrong maybe 1%. I don't know, 1% also. I have 1%. I would have gone wrong.
You can be divine, Vikram.
but
human.
But chances are that if I have connected and I have interacted with the person, one is the first connection that I make, then the person comes into an event, I interact. So that refinement of the process keeps happening. So that is a certification in the sense of as a person who the person is. So that will go on. So there are stages already mapped out, but the stages are different from what other people, how they look at certification. So my certification, because finally heart, soul, spirituality, puja is going to be an important role. We will play whatever you might say. For me, that will definitely be an important aspect. So those things only come out when you interact, and
true.
The energy that comes through. Seville, her battery might go, but you can't leave.
I'm sorry, but I will have to, because I'm getting warnings. It's just
But can't you connect it somewhere and just speak to us?
I'm standing next to the wall because there's a shelf, and then I have to place it there and connect it, and it'll be a very awkward position because I'll be standing I'll be forced to sit on my bed.
Okay, so sit there in the bed. Don't put on the TV. Don't put on your video.
I have my food.
Yeah,
I'll
have your food. Have your food. We
I'll
are
come
there only.
back.
I'm not going to let Seville go. That's my.
Not
Seville, you're not going
disconnect.
anywhere.
I'm
Seville,
just switching off the camera
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you, and I'm not disconnecting. Don't worry.
Perfect. Seville, now it's both of us. That's it. We are. So what do you think? I mean, the stages that I'm talking about, are they difficult stages? That first identification stage, is it possible to send out a message to people? Can you send out a message saying that, do you know anyone in your family, community, anything like that, who have that mindset?
So when you ask me, for example, I can just think of names.
Other
And
people.
it shouldn't be a lot of names. Quantitatively, it must be something small. Otherwise, the quality will be going downwards.
No, don't worry about the numbers. I'm saying that, but send out the message to other people. Just spread the word that we are looking for people with that mindset. Do you know of anyone? And let it go out through WhatsApp, through wherever else that you are directly connected with people. Just one little question that we're asking. Let's get names.
Yeah, just that in Turkey there are so many educations going on about mediation now. Everybody's tired of those educations, and they will be thinking of this one as just one of those.
No. We're not. They're not getting into the skill development project. Not for that. For the World Mediation Circle. That is the other people who have that mediator mindset, the peacemaker mindset. We have to identify those people. So we have to put the word out into communities, into families who have. It's surprising. I tell you, there was Rosalia. She was talking. I was talking about this aspect of the mediator mindset, and she said one of her nephews has that mindset. He's very young, but he has that mindset, and right from a young age. Look, like I keep saying, that wisdom doesn't know age. So he has that wisdom at a young age also. So everyone knows those people, be it in their families or wherever. So we're just asking them to give us those names. That's all we are saying. Let those names come out.
So yeah, I can try to make this be known, make it more aware of it.
Yeah.
I will try, but as I said, first the language. Most people don't know even English, and one of my.
It'll be totally Turkish. It'll be in Turkish only. It'll be totally in
there are
Turkish.
so many people.
No, it'll be Turkish only. You'll handle that. So it'll be in Turkish. Everything will happen in Turkish. You are there to interact with people. So that the Turkey mediation circle can only be in Turkish. You are managing that. You're talking to people, getting them in. From there, whatever we are doing, the World Mediators Conference or other the international events we are doing, there also language is not a problem. They can speak in their language. Let not language come in the middle at all. It's not an English thing. We'll translate that. If you've seen, I don't know whether you've seen those, even for the conference, those flyers that I put out, I put it in the language. I didn't put it in English. Did you see any of them? Let me show you. Say, give me some. Give me. Which one?
Yeah, there was one Spanish, right?
If Spanish, French, Portuguese. Okay, so there, I'll give you an example here. So this one was Alex's thing, right? So where does English fit into? They don't know it's something English related. This is in the French. Only this mediatorvikram.com is in English and Mediator Vikram is in English. That's all. Everything else, we'll put it in Turkish only. So don't worry about that. No one will feel out of place because of the language part of it. So we won't. Let's not make it a English speaking group or at all. It'll be right now. Also, you saw there were so many people who only spoke Spanish. They don't speak English, so I'm okay with that. What's the problem? So I think that he's coming. Juan is going to connect again. Yeah. His session was really interesting. It was theater and mediation.
Oh, I saw that title, but I couldn't watch it.
Oh, it's really nice. It was really interesting. So Seville, don't even think about it. Let's involve people. Let's put the message out. You'll be really happy when those people are identified, and after that, everything else in terms of the mindset, everything you will be able to connect with, be it children in school or otherwise. Hi, Juan.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Only this thing. What happened, Juan, is that earlier I said we will not put countries, but now we decided today everyone wanted to put their countries. So Seville has put Turkey in front of her name, but otherwise we were okay with no countries also.
Okay.
So I was just telling Seville, your session was really interesting. Your theater and mediation was really nice.
I'm so sorry I missed it because I'm working and the difference between the time here in Argentina, it's now 1 p.m.
Okay.
1:20 p.m. And for you?
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
And don't ask about me. Okay, don't ask about my time.
Okay.
It is late.
Do you sleep?
You can understand. Last night was really late because I had to put out that post for this session and everything. I mean, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. It's not going to happen again. It just, I like my sleep, but yesterday was a little too much. But Juan, did you get to watch any of the other sessions of the conference?
I'm so sorry I couldn't, but I wanted to ask you, are they recorded?
Yep.
Could I get some of them? Because in 1 week I'll be quiet here because winter holidays begin. So in 2 weeks, I mean, so I will have my time to watch.
But I think what you have to do is, one is that you have to take 1 year off at least, because now we have maybe about 700 hours of content on the channel. But if you go to YouTube, all you have to search is, you say Mediator Vikram, and you'll find the channel. You can go to mediatorvikram.com. You'll find the link to the channel. On Google also, if you write Mediator Vikram, you'll find the link. So
okay.
But there what you do is, if you go to YouTube, you'll find obviously there are more than 650 videos there. So it'll be difficult to choose. Yeah, so it'll be difficult to choose. So one easy way is, like for the conference, I sent you the link to the schedule. So just go to the schedule. Against each of those topics, there is the YouTube link. So like theater, for your session, I'll show you. Give me a second. I'll show you this. So that I tried
Today
to make
I
it.
did the same thing. So I want to give it a peer because today I tried the same thing. When you go to Mediator Vikram's page, the older videos come first. So if you search for the new ones, you just get the new ones.
Yeah. Otherwise,
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you just open if you open the schedule and you go to this side of the schedule, all the YouTube links are here.
This was in the email.
Very good.
In the schedule that you have. What I will do also is, I'll put this link against the topic, so that this.
Okay.
I can do that. So that if you have this link, you don't even have to go to the left side or to the right side. You can just go here, and I'll put the link here next to on the topic itself. Yeah, that's a good idea. So that you have the link, you just press the topic and you go to the YouTube video. So,
and also one more tip here. We will be linking each other from LinkedIn. If you use LinkedIn, for example, I might send some friendship from LinkedIn.
Okay.
Look.
Because we can see each other's names from this list.
Yeah. Look, like if you go to this, either you can click here on the name, you get the LinkedIn profile. Otherwise, this sheet is the panelist sheet. You can click this sheet and you have the list of all the panelists. And if you just go on the name, you'll find the LinkedIn thing. In your case, you're not a LinkedIn, so your Facebook thing will come up.
Yes, because I'm not in LinkedIn, but I should, because.
So if your name, someone goes on your name, they can go to your Facebook profile.
Okay.
So everyone's details are here.
Okay.
So similarly, now let me tell you, it's a good thing. No, let me tell him it's a good thing that he's asked. So what you do is, for other events, so if you go to mediatorvikram.com. Okay. So, or you can also do mediatorvikram.com. That's your wish. Any of the two. So you'll come here, mediatorvikram.com, right? Then on this,
yes,
you will, when you go down, so this is 2023 events. So if you go on to this, all the events that have happened up till now, you can click on this and you can go to the YouTube link. So this is what all has happened up till now, evolution of a mediator, in conversation. So all the YouTube links are here.
wow.
So this is for 2023, right?
Very interesting titles.
So, okay, so you have links here. And similarly, for every year, this is 2022. Now, this was this conference that took place in 2022, World Mediators Conference. So there were 93 sessions, 80 panelists. Here we have some 82 panelists and some 71 sessions. So this is the schedule, same schedule here also. If you click here, you'll get the schedule, you'll get the list of the participants, you'll get the list, the YouTube links. Or you can go to the YouTube playlist, you can see that. So similarly for all of them, it's like that. All the events that have taken place, it's all out here. And this is 2021. This was 97 speakers in 45 countries in the first symposium on mediation in our culture and traditions. So same thing, you can find the link to all the playlist and all here. Lots one. There is so much. Actually, one other thing that you can do, you can go to YouTube and search out there. Just put Mediator Vikram and put a topic that you want to search on. And chances are you'll find the topic.
Okay. And what is your topic, Seville?
So I talked about rational versus irrational negotiation in mediation.
It's very, very interesting. I will pay attention to that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How is mediation in Turkey?
So mediation, we have a lot of mediators now. Some years it was hard to become a mediator. When I got certificated as a mediator, it was quite hard that year. But this year, they decided to make it really easy. And most of the lawyers are entitled as a mediator now, almost all of them. And it is a prerequisite of litigation in most cases. And if it is a prerequisite like that, then the government pays in the beginning. But if the parties come to an agreement, then they have to pay for the mediator. So it looks like as if a penalty to agree. Because
yes,
if you don't agree, the government pays. But if they agree, then they have to pay. So they might agree, but they just agree outside. They say, I don't agree, and they just go outside and agree. Sometimes it happens a lot.
Yes, I understand very well this, because as a full-time mediator, I'm suffering that kind of things, because many times we make all the job and then we see the agreements made outside.
Yeah, and it looks worthless, cheap, because the government pays, they think it is free, and they don't understand its value from the beginning. And also there are so many cases, they just come to get a signature. There is no conflict. The employer and the employee, they just want to terminate the relationship, and they want to make sure that the worker doesn't sue the employee later on. So they just get the signature of a mediator signing that we made a mediation here and we agreed on this. They pay something very little to the worker, and then the worker signs, okay, I want to sue at any time. So this is not real mediation. A lot of number of mediation going like this. And other than that, I like it. Still, sometimes you do something nice and it is enough to feel happy with it, I would say.
It's like, I mean, the big distance we find between the ideals of what we like, why we love mediation, and the reality, the day by day is very different.
But today,
But
Juan, yeah,
we have to work on that, I
but
think.
Juan, today's session was about two aspects. One is, of course, the World Mediation Circle and creating mediation circles in every school, community, organization. So obviously, Argentina, we have to do that. Second was the skill development project that I'm putting out there. For that, everyone, whatever topic they want to pick up, and they will create a session. So what we were discussing was, on one end, I don't want people to be left out because of the amount charged. So we were finding a way where I said that the person who's taking up the session says, okay, give me a gift, whatever amount you want to send me, rather than putting an amount to it. So that's one way of going about it. The other is you have to put a certain, maybe a nominal amount and say, okay, but this goes directly to you. I mean, it doesn't come to me, it goes directly to you. So we're trying to figure out what is the better way to do it so that people can access it also, but they should value it also, because free is not valued. Mediation or skill development session or anything. So what are your thoughts on how to do that?
Sorry, it's a question.
Yes, a question that we have a skill development.
I missed the last part. I'm so sorry.
I'll go slowly. I've understood.
Go slowly,
slowly
for my understanding.
Okay. So we have, what I am trying to do is that when we are saying a mediation circle, so in Argentina, say in Buenos Aires, there is a mediation circle. How do we create that circle? By asking people, who are those people in your community or in your family or in your school who have the mediator mindset or a peacemaker mindset, or just help people resolve disputes. So we get those names. So we have people who have that mindset. Okay, let's go slowly, even more slowly.
Okay. So it's very hard for me to understand the question.
We have to get a Spanish speaking person in, is it?
Yes, that it was very close. So please help me.
Certification system.
No. We don't go that direction. No, we don't go that direction. We don't say certification. No, we don't use that term. Okay, first.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
Okay, what I do, one second, I tell you what. First, let me put it up because easier to read. You know English, so not a problem. So I can put it up in English for you. You can read about the World Mediation Circle first, okay? If you go to
maybe I can. Yes.
Yeah. So what you do is you read.
Yes.
Yeah, you can read from here. What is
you are asking? Oof.
You can just read about the circle.
Okay, as a person.
So can I interfere here?
Okay.
Yep.
I am sorry.
There are so many work here, but not so many people are watching these. Okay, what I observe. And so we'll make it with some fee, and we expect it to be valued higher. But
yes, I understand.
Yes. To watch it. Are they going to watch it? The problem here. And instead of so many, a new question here. We didn't talk about this. Instead of so many programs, maybe something yearly, just one, and everybody is there.
Look, this is that.
What about it?
No,
this is not the question that we talked about.
No, the skill development sessions will be happening. They're not going to be put on YouTube. Those are not out on YouTube. Those are going to be sessions happening with you. Say you are doing a session. That's your session. You record it. Keep it recorded if you want. It's available. We can later, for people to access it, you can find a way that you can ask people to send a gift for them to access the recording also. So that's up to you. We create that recording, but we're not going to put it on YouTube because we have enough material on YouTube, which was the idea behind this conference when I said this is an introduction to Juan. Juan talks about theater and mediation. So it's an introduction to him. Now we are doing a workshop on theater and mediation. Juan is doing the workshop in
Yes.
Spanish, in English. And if you want to participate, you have to two options. Either give Juan a gift, or Juan puts a certain amount. Okay, pay me so much to attend the session. So that's your choice, whatever you want to do. So we put it
Okay.
out there. So, but it is not open to anyone to attend. We want to put it for people who are part of the World Mediation Circle.
That, yes, that's why I couldn't understand so easily. I'm sorry, I have to make a break because I have a mediation now. It's very short, so I can be back in 20 minutes, more or less, if you are if you are still linked.
Yeah, I'm here. It
Okay.
all depends on Seville. If I can keep Seville here.
Okay.
Because I've been here for a long time now.
Yeah, no, the
I'll be back soon.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be
See you,
back soon.
see you. Bye.
Thank you.
Seville, you
Nice
can't run
meeting.
away. Have you had your lunch?
Lunch, I'm about, this is not lunch now.
Yeah, not lunchtime. You said lunch to him. I said, yeah, right now it's evening now.
But he said it was 1 p.m.
Yeah, for him it was 1 p.m.
For him, it was lunch.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure, maybe I also misunderstood. It won't be open to anybody. It will be open to the circle again. People will have alternative, either to present something themselves or to pay a fee like that, right? Okay.
So
And
that way,
maybe it could be both also. Maybe it could be both.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the point is that you are putting up a session and you are also attending other sessions. So that way it kind of gets balanced out in some way or the other. But why it's not open for everyone is because the whole idea is it is part of those stages. First stage is identification. It always used to come up, okay, there is no training, that word used to come up. And I said, obviously, it's not training. The user has already certified them. Who are we to say we can train them? They're doing their work. They have that mindset. So, but I said, okay, skill development, I put it out, free access, everything is available. So no one says that we don't have content. They have much more content than they would get in a 40-hour session, much more. 600, 700 hours of content is available to learn about mediation. So that is also available. But now we have to interact with these people. We have to. So Seville in Turkey is identifying people. Now they should first interact with you. That's the first thing. Only then can you gauge them, because when you put out someone into Turkey and say this person is a mediator, you should be happy that yes, this person is a mediator. Because when you put out a face of a mediator to anyone, you should be all right with the person. That's the important part. That's how the quality, that's the way, in a way, quality goes out. Because there are so many factors that you gauge when you interact with someone. That's the important part. We can't put anyone out there. It's not going to happen. We are, even if there are few people, I'm happy, but those few people have to be such that yes, when someone puts a face to a mediator, when Seville comes up, I'm happy, because yes, yeah.
You know the application Clubhouse? I remember the Clubhouse that first appearing. It's like that. You give reference to one person or some little number of persons, and then they give reference to their environment, other persons.
That was what I said. I'm telling you, this is
Okay,
not
I
today.
didn't know.
It's been, no one does it. And my problem is no one does it. But that's what the idea was. Only then can we get the numbers we need. If Seville puts out okay, she gets in 100 people. Those 100 people get 100 people each. You've already got 10,000 people out there. That's how this will grow. When I said my 1,000 reach 1,000, that means 1,000,000 people. That's how we will. That's how you're going to get the numbers. So that's what's going to happen. Now, only thing is that how does everyone get some revenue out of it? Because to do the work and to be spending time, you should get remunerated. So first way I said was skill development session that you take, you'll be getting paid for it. So that's one. Second is people who want to be part of the mediation circle. Do we want them to pay something to be part of it? That's something that, again, pay in the sense, should they send you a gift to be part of it? Like you wanted to send me a gift. Someone wants to use to send, wants to send you a gift.
Bank account. I think it received it got to your account.
No, they'll
But
send it back.
the
They'll
bank
send it
sees
back.
a
They'll send
lot
it
of
back.
it.
No, they'll send it back. They said that they had to cancel that transaction because that document they had not received. But it'll come back. It takes a few days. It takes a few days. Yeah.
Because the opposite mail I got today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that like you wanted to send me a gift. Similarly, those people who are part of the circle, say in Turkey, because you are doing the work there, they want to send you a gift because of the fact that you are adding some value to their lives. So they want to send you a gift. So this way the culture develops.
Yeah, but in order for this, I have to be able to clearly explain what this is. Because it is too much organic, it will be hard to explain it.
Look, I had put out one document. Have a look. I don't know whether I put out all the information on my website also. I had made a document, basic document as to information about the circle. So I don't know whether in my posts also for the conference also I put the link to, in some posts I put the link to that, but I'll just open that document for you. You can look, we'll refine it. We'll put it into Turkish also. The basic information, of course, comes from what is on the website. So it's not that it's some new information because it's very simple structure, nothing complicated about it. So on the website, you've read on the website, is it? On the information
The
about
mediations were correct, yeah.
you read about that. So what other details should we put there? When you say on the mediation circle, what else would you want to know about it? What does it come out as to
Because
why?
people are too much concentrated on, okay, so what do I gain from this? But this is not the mediation mindset at all when they start thinking like this.
No, look, there are three categories of people. Like I said, no, there are actually four categories of people. One category who's not interested in any amicable resolution. They are not collaborative. Okay, so that category we don't want. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye. Then we have three categories of people, which I put out here. So one is the mediator mindset, right? So this is what, for me, this is what a person who has that mindset. This assist is the important part. Someone who assists you. The peacemaker is bringing people together. So these are two different types of people. But initially, when you talk to people, they won't know the difference. Doesn't matter. We'll find out in our conversation the difference. So these are the two categories here. Third category is the people who don't have that mindset, but they have the mindset of collaborative dispute resolution. That's what those people. So there are three categories of people. Whatever way they want to be part of the circle, not a problem at all. And it is not that the entire world has to come into it for sure. Like I told you, one category, though, anyway, which might be a large category right now, is out. So wherever in the local school or in an organization or in a community, right now, our first step is asking people to identify these people. That's it. And not even, these are the people because you can't make a circle without these people. What is the use of getting a participant if you don't have a mediator at the local level? You are available as a mediator, obviously. So that way you are connecting with people and telling them about mediation also. You're connecting with them and saying that, yes, you are a mediator, that if they have a dispute, they can come to you. That is also happening at the same time. But that is not, then that will not give us numbers because Seville only can do a few mediations. She can't, we want at least 1 million people doing mediations. There should be 1 billion mediations happening all the time. So numbers are a different level altogether. So the idea being that let's first identify that we're not doing anything else right now, step by step. One question going out to everyone that you know and telling them to send that message out to everyone they know. What I will do is I've created a small form, which is join the World Mediation Circle. So people can put in information here about basic details. I asked nothing much. So that way, what I'm doing is collecting information from all over the world. People can put it. So then someone from Turkey puts it up. I organize a meeting and you are part of that meeting. So you can talk to them. Then over time, I don't have to be there. You can talk to them directly. So we will have a kind of a database of people who are interested. So that will get collected. and then we organize them on a local level. So it can go right now, obviously, we're just putting out the word, so it will be Turkey based. But then as you further keep sending out the information, the Ankara will have people coming in. So then you can have special for Ankara. In Ankara, you can have a certain school created there, in a certain community there. So it'll be something that will only happen once we put the word out there. And the word has to go out in, I'm saying, WhatsApp groups. A message is going out saying that you are creating a mediation circle or part of the World Mediation Circle. And for that, you are looking for people who have that mindset, who help people resolve disputes. Please send me the names. So they send you the names. So now that you've got their names, you get in touch with them, you will know where they are located. So of course you can do it area wise, or you can just generally call them for a meeting. So when you have a Zoom meeting and call them, when you interact with them, you'll get to know. You'll ask them about their experience, what they've been doing, because so and so has said that you help people resolve the disputes. What are you doing? How are you doing it? So they'll tell you about the work that they're doing. And then for us, the point is that these people are already out there doing it. Now we are saying, look, this is a group of people who have that mindset. We are bringing them together. And over time, we want you to be actually looking at this as your occupation. Because today it might not be occupation, but you're good at it. But you have other things that you do as your work. Over time, we want to create enough value in it that you can actually do it on a full-time basis. So these are the steps we are putting in place. So first step is, okay, someone says in some locality, they live in Ankara. So in that locality, you can start in saying, okay, we are creating a mediation circle in this locality. We have this person who has the mediator mindset, or he's the mediator. Why do we have to say mediator mindset? This person is a mediator, and if you have disputes, you can go to this person. That's one way of doing it. The other way is that you find the peacemakers who are actually going to go out and tell people that they should first of all resolve their disputes amicably. And if one side does not want to talk to the other side, so this peacemaker will talk to the other side and tell them, come together, we'll go to this mediator, that mediator will help us. So they can charge for that. Look, putting a charge to it is easy. I am saying, let's try the gifting culture for some time. So if that person is putting people together and is asking for a gift, what's wrong with that? Let them pay the gift. Same thing with the mediator. The person is helping, because a lot of people, I'm telling you, they have the mindset and they are not commercial. They're not saying, okay, pay me this, then I will do your mediation. It comes as a passion to them, but it should not be because it comes from a passion to them, they should not get remunerated. So let's try the gift thing. If we can stop the gifting in one day only, we can say, no gifting now. You have to pay. That's the easiest thing to do. But supposing this gifting works, so at least you've created a good culture out there. People are helping each other. They want to do it from within. It's not about the commercial aspect of it. So what are your questions there, Seville?
So about this, I feel like first we should get to still more standardization about it. We should first do this skill improvement development thing first.
No, Seville, don't do that. I'll tell you why. Because the people who have to certify them are the users. We want certification only from the users. They are the only people who can make mediators. People in dispute can make anyone their mediator. And it is their trust. Trust does not come from you doing a skill development program and getting a certificate. Trust cannot. That's the problem with mediation. It hasn't developed only because people felt that we'll give you a certificate or a certification and people will start trusting you. It doesn't work that way. It hasn't worked in the world that way. So trust comes from the person. I don't care a damn what Sevil's qualifications are or whatever. It's the person that you are that I feel that, yes, I can come to you and say that this is a dispute I have. And when they talk to you, they will feel good about that whole interaction. No certification can do that. If I can make another Seville in a training program, then that's the only training program we need in the world. You cannot make Seville in a training program. Not in 40 hours, in 5,000 hours also you can't make a Seville. So that's what the point is, that first the person. And only people who can tell you are the people who have interacted with that person over years, not in one day, over years. They know about the person, the conduct of the person, the honesty of the person, the impartiality of the person, whatever words you want to use, everyone uses the words. So anyhow, they have already gauged all that. You don't even have to ask them for that specific thing. Is this person impartial or omnipartial or multipartial, whatever words you want to use? They don't have to ask that because all that has been gauged. They don't have words for it. Do you trust this person? Yes, I trust this person. And that's the person we need. The trust has come over watching a lot of factors about the person. So you can't ask for an identification on one aspect. Does this person have this quality or not? No, it's an overall package. You trust. Whom do you trust? That's why I to take you back to what I had put up on the mediation circle. It's a very important word for me. So this people can trust you. That's all.
Yes.
So I did not say people trust you. People can trust you. That's the point. They can, because now it's a futuristic thing, because you are not only going to work for people who existingly trust you, we are going to be doing those people who can trust you. So we are finding people whom people trust, but making them available for people who can trust them. So that's how the database increases.
So the ones that I had mediation with, I know that they mostly at least trust, but still those people are really just after their material interests, they wouldn't be interested in just doing something fun. I take it as fun. I enjoy being here. But most people would be asking, so what is in the end? What do I gain?
I
What do
tell
I
you,
gain?
we are only creating gain for people, not about just general fun. Fun is on, matchmaking is gone, all that work is done. Now it is work. So how are they gaining? If they create a circle in their community or wherever, not just one community, a person who has that mindset can do it in various communities and various schools and various organizations in an area, not a problem. So every time you're creating a circle, you are asking them to send you a gift to be part of the circle, because you are in some way adding a value to their lives by getting people together. And those people, when they come together, it's not just for the resolution of disputes, which I was telling you. The role of that circle is a space for people to have conversations about various issues, objective conversations, where it is not, which I have said so many times, that politics, advocacy, activism are not part of this. So what is the alternative to those? A space for an alternative to those.
For example, spending time, we have this association for mediations that we watch a movie each month, and also we read a book. 1 month we watch a movie, and the next month we read the book and we talk about them. This is fun, I think, but in Aydın we cannot do it. We are doing it from Istanbul, Ankara, from other cities of mediators. We continue doing it, and just a little number of people attend these meetings. As you can imagine, I always attend. Maybe I can do it in Aydın as well. I'm thinking it may be fun here. They don't know about these events. Maybe they can join, and it may also trust, because once you spend time doing other things, you also build trust during those events.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
Maybe
part
it
of
can
it
help.
is, but that's step 2. Because step 1, because earlier that was the first step, that okay, come in, be part of events and attend sessions, and all that was happening. But now the first step is that you are actually creating something. So you are at the ground level in your, be it like I said, local community or whatever, but actually out there doing some work in relation to creating a circle. And then you are part of all these events and all those things. Because look, there is, in terms of, I mean, getting together and talking and all that will keep happening. But work on the ground has not happened. So let's work on the ground. Let's create something. Look, you don't worry about it. I'll take you step by step. First thing is, let's create that question that we have to send out to people in Turkish. So let's create that question first. The question basically is that who are those people that you know about who help people resolve their disputes. That's it. Simple. If you don't know anyone, can you ask your friends, your colleagues, your family if they know anyone? So
I have some names in my head. So do I go and ask them, do you want to be a part of this circle, right?
Yep, absolutely. So these are the names that you have. Now, what about the other people that you know who have those names? So you have so many friends and family and everyone. Now let us ask them if they have any names in their head. Says those people also you have to meet. So you have to meet the ones that you know. You're getting them together. The names that other people will give you. I know so and so who stays there, and that person has that mindset. Okay, give me the contact details. I'll contact the person. So you contact the person, get them into. So you have one meeting to just talk about what the whole idea behind this circle is. Whatever. That's why first thing is that we create some document, because I have the English version. We create it in Turkish. So at least, and whatever, I mean, it's not that what I've created, we can always refine it based on whether it explains it or not. What I put out on my website, does it explain what I'm trying to do? Because it is very simple. It is not a complex thing. It's a very simple thing we are doing. But if it requires further language changes, you can suggest that. We are working together to.
Language, I would say, is not just language. People really want to know the dates, the content, the price, everything. People don't like uncertainty, and there are uncertainties here.
So they want to know what their involvement will be. How is their involvement?
Yes.
Okay. So
It should be more specific. Before I ask people, everything should become a little bit more specific.
Okay. So you want to know step by step, this is how your involvement is going to be. So for me, look, the first step right now, because to create something with someone and to involve someone in that creation, we have to get the right people. So what those people that you are identifying, get in touch with them. We'll create a communication for them. Simple one they need is step by step is that you are identifying those with the mediator mindset. Perfect. That's not a problem. That's what you're doing. What are they going to do? First of all, are they looking at benefiting from it in terms of money? If that's what they're looking at, so we have to create an economic model for them. Is that what their concern is? So we'll create that. What work are they going to do on the ground? How are they creating a circle? What is step by step that they need to do in their local thing? So we need something on that. So these two aspects. Anything else that you would think that what would their question be? What would your question be? Supposing, okay, forget everyone else. There is someone is telling you there's some guy, Vikram, sitting somewhere. He's saying he's creating this world mediation circle. So what are the questions that you have in your mind about the world mediation circle? So same question will be the same question they will have on the local level. Nothing changes. So what is it going to be?
So as I said, no institution here, and the fee is not, we don't know the fee, and we don't know the calendars, who is presenting what.
No, that is the skill development part. I'm not. That is for them right now. They don't have to be. I mean, we can tell them there is some calendar being created, but that's not their concern right now. Because you only want to take those people to that skill development whom you first see that yes, they have that mindset. Yes, you want to work with them. Yes, they want to create something. So skill development is the second stage for them. That's not the first stage for them. First stage is what do they want to know as to what their involvement will be? What are they going to do? So that's why I'm asking you from the, say you heard about something that Vikram is doing and this World Mediation Circle. So what are your first question in relation to the World Mediation Circle?
So what does it do?
What does it do? Oh, let me put it down. I'm asking you to give me the question. I'm writing it down. Give me 1 second. What does it do? So, okay, but let's just go into. I tried to ask.
Is it education?
I tried to put out in those same way. So what? What does my what say?
After talking a lot about
Okay.
about it, still I have those questions. Is it accreditation? Is it certification? Is it education? Is it reference sharing? And who is presenting what? We don't have any standards.
You were saying now you are still on the skill development project. You're on that.
Not just skill development.
So what you want to know, what is the World Mediation Circle? That's your question.
Yeah. So what are they going to be doing if they are a part of it?
No, forget them. No, it's not them. It's not them. Now it's only Seville. It's only Seville. Seville is heard somewhere there is something called a World Mediation Circle being created. So what are your questions in relation to the World Mediation Circle, and do they get answered? Because if your questions for the World Mediation Circle get answered, their questions for their circle will also get answered, because it's the same thing. This is happening on a global level, that's happening on the local level, but the concept is absolutely the same for both of them. So I want to take you through the World Mediation Circle so that if I can answer your questions for this, I can answer their questions. So you're saying, what is it? So does this answer your question, what this is?
So can anyone be a part of it? So if you say yes, it's not something good for them. They would be, they would like to be.
Who? So who can be part of it? So these are the people who can be part of it, right?
But this cannot, you cannot, who is deciding about this? How?
This is where
the question.
Yeah, so this is what the question that I'm asking you, that question, either in English, I'm telling you, in Turkish, you create the question. To get to this point for someone, that person is being, in a way, referred by other people, that this person has that mindset, and they give you the contact details. That person we have to take through what we are doing. So we don't have to answer that question as to who. That who is already we know, because you are getting the reference of that person. So in that, we are just telling the person you can be involved in this as a mediator. If you have that mindset, with that discussion we'll have with them, that's not a problem. So you can be involved in any of these. Right?
Okay.
So this
is this is a good answer. Okay.
Yeah.
The ones only who are referred by the ones already exist in this circle.
No, not just by you, Seville. Seville is further going to, obviously, ask other people and get more people involved. That's So you're right, they referred.
Become a part of
exactly.
it, will be also
Absolutely. That's how it works. Next question.
So is there a number of limitations to that number?
No,
so can I give, for example, something like 1,000, 100
absolutely.
people?
There should be. There should be at least 1,000. That's why I said my 1,000 reach 1,000. That's what the idea was. That at least Seville gives out 1,000, and every person gives out 1,000. Then we have 1 million people out there. That's how you need to reach those numbers. And those numbers are not difficult. It's just a matter of sending out the communication out, and it spreads. The word can spread. My spreading of the word, of course, is happening through LinkedIn and all that. But here it will be more personal, because it is it is people that who are around you, and you can send out a WhatsApp message into a group or whatever. So they can either, that link to the form is there, they can fill that form. Pooja is there. Pooja wants to say something. Yes, Pooja.
Yeah, hi Vikram. There's a connectivity issue again and again. It's getting disconnected. So I thought, because it's not even reached 20%. So if it's okay with you, can I say a bye-bye for tonight?
Thank you very much for coming. It's always, yes, if you have to leave, you have to leave. But we have to have a separate session. We'll talk about how to take it further.
Anytime. I'm so sorry I'm not able to switch on the camera because the battery is so low, it'll just switch off And thank you, sir. It was so lovely to hear your views. And it's been such an interactive session. Thanks, Vikram, once again.
Thank you,
Have a
Pooja.
wonderful evening.
I'm
Bye-bye.
telling you, I'm still going to quote you on what you said.
Yeah, nice meeting.
I like.
Sorry?
I'm
You're
saying
going
that
to quote me?
on what you said, that was the nicest thing that anyone has said, Vikram. We want you to be there because you bring everyone together. That's what I would want people to say, but no one ever said that. So thank you very much.
No. I meant what I said. Every word of it. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.
All right, bye. So what we do is, we are still going live on YouTube, so we can shut that. We can keep continuing the conversation. Juan has also come in, because the only thing is I did not see whether people put any comments. I did not check that. I think I always end up missing out that. So let's have a look what people is. Tina was there. She has to leave, she said. So she left. Must have been long time back.
Yeah, because it was about translation. I tried to help.
Okay, Tina's gone. Malu was there. I don't know why she didn't come here. Okay, so here problem is we have to look at what is happening here. One sec. Okay, so we had, who all are we there? Comments. Let's see comments. So Andrea was putting a comment there. Andrea was in the session. So she was talking about how, of course, good, nice, thank you. But she was already here. So she said, Mohammed Bakari, I don't know why he didn't come. He was also part of the thing.
We have a lot of WhatsApp groups in Turkey. And because communication from WhatsApp is easy, maybe we can create a WhatsApp group between these people and talk about this and take their ideas and
absolutely
decide what to do.
So what we're just doing is we're just cutting off the live stream and the recording. So on the official part of it, Seville, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you for everything, really.
And on the unofficial, informal one, you're not going anywhere. You have to stay here. So